into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, I hope you're starting your day, your week with a smile, met een klein glimlach, that there's something, love in your heart. It's been a crazy weekend. Welcome to it. Thank you so much for making it through to the other side.
Oh my
we are
gosh.
here for a brand new week.
I can officially say happy 1st of June. Great, we made it. 6 months deep into 2026, however you want to say it. And this morning on Expresso, we are marking a very special day.
Oh, it's a serious one, eh?
If you didn't know, it's World Milk Day today, and we are celebrating things like nourishment, opportunity, and of course, the people helping others thrive.
Because it is. It's kind of one of those really special, I'm going to call it the elixir of life, if you will. And you proved me wrong today. I dare you, prove me wrong. No, we're going to really look at journeys below the surface this morning to inspire you. Maybe it's going to get a little bit real, and we want to take you there because we sometimes have to dip into those spaces. From the life-saving impact of donor breast milk, incredible personal connections being formed through this incredible journey, and that's Milk Matters, the organization to start researching. Then we've got practical advice on building stronger bones for our whole life. We're exploring the many ways that nutrition supports our well-being.
Oh my
The
gosh.
building blocks, literally.
They say so. Okay, well, we'll get into all of that information. We'll also meet the inspiring team from Learn to Earn and their ground-up Barista Academy, where skills training, entrepreneurship and opportunity are basically helping young South Africans build brighter futures. I've heard we're going to try our hand at latte art.
Oh, I thought they were just going to bring us coffee. I thought that was the whole thing. Yeah, you can even see the smile on my face. I was like, free coffee for the whole morning.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
There will be coffee, and there will be our version of latte art. And then, of course, this weekend, life painted quite a picture for us on the sporting front. Insane. I don't even know where to begin. Maybe with the Champions League. I don't know. No, you'll find out in 2 minutes when I get into those sporting headlines. Right now, busy weekend to catch up on the news
Let me
front.
head on off, sure.
Unbelievably crazy weekend on all fronts. So this morning we'll be taking stock. If you want to share with us, we'll get into some of our weekend highlights. Yes, I actually had a weekend for like the first time in 3 years. So we'll delve into that and you can share along with us, please. But right now, let's connect the world with those news headlines.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. With just 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines, where Johannesburg's Metro bus will reduce services from today as rising diesel prices are ongoing budget cuts strain operations. The transport provider says years of reduced funding have made it increasingly difficult to maintain current service levels. Now, the changes will include fewer off-peak buses on selected routes and reduced trips during periods of lower passenger demand. Commuters are encouraged to check updated schedules and route information through the Metrobus website, depots and terminals before travelling to avoid disruptions and plan journeys accordingly. In other local news, Inkosi Langalabelele District Mayor Mduduzi Mieza has urged residents to raise concerns about foreign nationals through lawful channels and avoid intimidation or even violence. Now, in April, a rights group challenged his social media posts, giving foreign nationals 21 days to leave Escort. Court orders later required retractions and the return of shop keys to Ethiopian traders. Shortly afterward, at least 10 foreign-owned shops were ransacked and looted in the town, affecting retailers, cell phone kiosks, bicycle stores, clothing stores, as well as internet cafes. In your international news making headlines now, health authorities in Brazil are monitoring 2 patients for possible Ebola infection in Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Now, one patient recently arrived from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, while the other traveled from Uganda. Both have shown symptoms associated with viral illness, although they have also tested positive for meningitis and malaria, respectively. Now, test results are expected next week. The cases come amid a growing Ebola outbreak in Central Africa. Now, the World Health Organization maintains that the likelihood of wider international spread remains low. In other news, former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence has criticized the Trump administration's proposed $1.8 billion, quote, anti-weaponization fund, end quote, calling it deeply offensive and urging that it be abandoned. Now, the fund is intended to compensate individuals who claim they were unfairly targeted by previous government actions, including some linked to the January 6th Capitol riot. Pence argued that people involved in assaults on police officers should not be eligible for compensation. Now, the proposal has faced criticism from both Republican and Democratic lawmakers. A federal judge has temporarily blocked the fund pending a hearing later this month. And finally, in some good news, singer Dua Lipa and actor Callum Turner have married in an intimate ceremony attended by close friends and family out in London. Now, the couple exchanged vows at Old Marylebone Town Hall less than a year after publicly confirming their engagement. Photographs showed Dua Lipa wearing an elegant ivory skirt suit, while Turner opted for a classic navy suit. Now, the pair first linked romantically in early 2024 and have frequently shared glimpses of their relationship online. Reports suggest further wedding celebrations may follow in Sicily. Now, the marriage marks a joyful new chapter for the high-profile couple. I'd even call them a power couple as it stands, but congratulations to the two, and Dua Lipa looked absolutely gorgeous. That's where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get those first sporting highlights from Gray.
It really was a high-stakes weekend, but we're going to start with the South African connection in sevens rugby. South Africa claimed silver at the Valladolid sevens tournament. That was after losing agonizingly 26-19 to Australia in yesterday's final. But it was in Australia's hands and they grabbed it. They fought back from 14-0 down to secure the title. An incredible performance from the men. And they joined the women's team. Of course, the Australian ladies beat the USA in their gold medal match as well. The South African women's sevens team finishing 9th after defeating Brazil 19-12. They look like the real deal now. The growth that team has experienced, unbelievable. So great weekend out for Team South Africa. Now let's get into the IPL action with a couple of South Africans featuring, but it was ultimately the Royal Challengers Bengaluru who won their second straight Indian Premier League title yesterday following a 5-wicket victory over the Gujarat Titans. The disciplined bowling from RCB restricting the Titans to 156 for 8. In response, King Kohli did what he does, scoring 75 or 42 balls to guide Bengaluru to victory with 2 overs remaining. Brilliant, a masterclass, really. Now, speaking of which, we can get back into the footballing lane. Oh, they ultimately needed penalties to decide this one. Defending champions Paris Saint-Germain are this season's Champions League winners officially. That was after beating Arsenal on penalties. And that, of course, in Saturday's final. So the French side became, and we can bring it back home in local footballing results, high stakes as well, as Maguesi FC beat Cape Town City FC 2-0. And that in their crucial PSL promotional play-off match. So congratulations, Maguesi. Now, it seems the big heads continue to roll as we get back to Roland Garros. World number 3, Iga Swiatek, has joined the growing list of surprise exits at Roland Garros. So the 4-time French Open champion fell to Ukraine's Marta Kostyuk in straight sets. Swiatek's exit now means that Roland Garros will crown first-time champions in both the men's and women's singles draws since 2016, in fact, when Novak Djokovic and Garbiñe Muguruza lifted these trophies. New generation putting their hands up. So we'll continue to track that space. But right now, the weather space always a bit dicey at the start of a new week. We drove through some pretty heavy fog, so I know there are a few things to report on, but let's get into your Monday morning weather.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's check out your weather at the start of a new week and a new month. And we get started in Polokwane, where today starts off a bit foggy before clearing to those sunny skies. Looking at your temperatures, first and foremost, you start at 9 degrees and it does rise to 24. Going into the week ahead, expect sunny conditions with temperatures rising between a low to mid-20s. Out in Klerksdorp, sunny skies is how you get to your week started. Temperatures begin at a low of 7 and reach a high of 22 degrees. As we do look ahead, expect mostly partly cloudy conditions, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between a low of 7 and a high of 22. Well, let's see what Pretoria has to offer on this Monday. On your side, you can expect mostly sunny skies throughout your day today. Temperatures do range between a low of 10 and a high of 22 degrees. Now, as we move into the days ahead, expect sunny skies with temperature highs in those low 20s. Let's move into Johannesburg next with a damp start that's on the cards for you this morning with some drizzle along the way. Temperatures will start from a cold 7 degrees and it does rise to a set 19. Now the days ahead bring you cloudy and sunny skies with temperature highs remaining in those high teens. And then out in Mbombela, early cloud patches will lift, making way for some beautiful afternoon sunshine coming through. Temperatures range from a cool 10 to a warmer 23 degrees as the day progresses. And the next few days will bring sun-filled skies, with tomorrow's temperature highs climbing into those high 20s. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, today you'll look up to some sunny skies. Temperatures will rise from a chilly low of 6 degrees to a nicer high of 22. Now, looking ahead, it's mainly cloudy skies that will dominate your week, with showers expected from Wednesday, and that is chanced at 25%. And then out in Richards Bay, today you can expect some partly cloudy skies. Let's delve into your temperatures. It ranges between a cool 13 and a warmer 26 degrees. Over the next few days, cloud cover will gradually increase, while tomorrow's temperatures range between 16 and 27. Out in Durbs today, Durban, you can expect some partly cloudy skies with light northeasterly winds coming through. Temperatures begin at 13 and then rises to a comfortable 25. Now tomorrow does bring you sunny skies with warmer temperatures, while from Wednesday expect cloudy and also wet conditions with rain chanced at 25%. Out in Mthatha, you can look forward to plenty of sunshine on your side of town. Temperatures will climb from a chilly 9 to a more pleasant 27 degrees. Over the coming days, expect cloudy and wet conditions to dominate, with rain likely from Wednesday, and it's coming down hard, chanced at 80%. And then into Uba we go, where sunshine will dominate throughout your day today. Temperatures move between a brisk 9 and a high 26 degrees. The next few days do bring cloudy and wet conditions with rain chance at 100% come Wednesday, with temperatures remaining in those mid-teens. And then out in Kugompo City, formerly East London, today you can expect bright and sunny skies. Temperatures start from a nice 17 and rises to a warmer 28 degrees. Now you are in for a very wet week ahead. Rain averages around 68% starting from tomorrow. And then out in Ebeka, pleasant outlook lies ahead with lingering clouds. Temperatures range between a low of 14 and a high of 28. Now from tomorrow onwards, do expect cloudy and wet conditions with rain forecast at 100% on Wednesday. From GQ to the gorgeous George, on your side, skies will be partly cloudy for most of your Monday. Temperatures will rise from a cool 13 to a high of 23 degrees. As we look ahead, expect cloudy and rainy conditions, with tomorrow chanced at 75% with temperatures ranging between 13 and 17. Cape Town, you're up next, where throughout your day today, skies will remain partly cloudy. Temperatures will range between a low of 13 and a high of 17. Now the week ahead starts a bit unsettled, with rain likely tomorrow, sitting at a chance of 40%, followed by strong winds developing on Wednesday. There's also some fog out there, so do be warned. And then in Sutherland, today brings you mainly sunny skies. A cold start of 6 degrees is expected, with highs reaching 22. And then looking ahead, expect conditions to remain mixed, with Wednesday bringing a 60% chance of rain, and Thursday there's even a chance of snow. And then out in Kimberley, sunny skies dominate your day today. Bit of a brisk start when it comes to your temperatures. 7 degrees is your low and a balmy 24 as your high. Now you can expect partly sunny skies over the coming days, with temperature highs in the mid-teens to your lower 20s. And then finally, in Uppington, sunny skies set the tone for your day today. Temperatures start at a low of 9 and rise to a high of 28. All right, let's have a look at the week. You can expect mainly bright and sunny conditions in the days ahead, with temperatures reaching the highest teens to low 20s. Well, that wraps up your temperatures for now. We'll check in again at 7 o'clock. Let's get into that sunrise view of the hour to kickstart our week and also the 1st of June. This one from Dwayne Klaasen out in Ruraport in Johannesburg. A gorgeous morning view showing the whole of Joburg looking extra special today. The city of gold waking up slowly but surely to make that money. 21 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And thank you so much, Mr. Klaasen, for getting in touch. And if you think that you could do better, if you think your city looks even greater, send a picture to us on 063 036 9649. We look forward to seeing that at 7 o'clock.
Now, I feel we're going to have a bit of fun with our overarching conversation this morning, but there are some absolutely vital bits of information that we're going to depart today. If you are thinking about taking that journey as a new mom, as a young family, as a family going back into that space today, we want to connect with you and we want to kind of hand over that compound wisdom. Today, I'd love to find out from you, based on your lived experience, what is that one thing you wish you knew when you became a new mama, that piece of wisdom that you'd love to depart to someone else who is about to enter into this incredible, life-changing journey. It really is before and after. And I can remember having a couple of these moments in the second pregnancy where maybe my gorgeous wife was just so involved with what was happening at that phase of the pregnancy or that phase of the craziness, and just thinking, wow, but I saw you do this. You kind of start from a baseline of you've got this. There is an algorithm playing out within a mother that has played out so many times, billions of times, that has made us the most successful species on this planet.
Sure.
And it rests on the fact that you got this, mama. That's it. We're going to start from that basis
Good
point.
advice.
If the plan is no longer making you feel good, comfortable, or happy, the only reason the plan is there is to make you feel good, comfortable, or happy. If things need to change, you need to adapt. That's not what's going to make the birth successful.
Sure.
You being happy and okay is what's going to make it successful.
Are you
so
a
please,
doula? What
you
is
don't
going
understand.
on,
And look,
Gray?
albeit I did have a front row seat, which does make a very, very big difference when you've got the support structures there as well. But we're going to depart with a few of these tidbits, like maybe expressing so the dads can have a bit more involvement in the feeding.
100%. It's a two-man job, if that. 063-036-9649. Let us know. And all the new mamas out there, not the moo mamas, you can take a pen and paper, write all their advice down. Just feel like you do got this, mama.
I think someone might have copyrighted the name of that already. We're going to get into some amazing organizations that are helping fill those gaps when there isn't a support structure. And then we're going to show you our support structure, i.e. our family and friends as we do stuff over the weekend. Lots of weekend highlights to get into, and we'll do that after this.
Excited to see yours. Welcome back.
I thought you were choking on your morning coffee there, to be honest.
But I'm back and better. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We are having a fantastic start to the new week very clearly. And of course, we want to get into some weekend highlights.
Yeah.
Graham, I said you have to go first because I know you're going to set the bar so high.
Well, I'm going to set the only bar I think I've
bar.
ever set. Yeah, I must apologize for not often having many weekend highlights, but I'm often at a school or doing something that's quite intimate, but we got out there and we explored the world. We got to the rugby on Saturday and the Stormers did so well. I want to see the pictures on screen. I took my boy and some of his mates and a mate of mine, Dean, there's Josh.
That looks like...
And Dan, and there's me and the little crazy kid. And of course, he took all my Stormers gear so that he could wear... And it actually looked amazing. It was so cool. And of course, the Stormers played amazingly well.
A great game to take them to.
It was a great game. Where the season is, they had played rugby earlier in the day against Stellenberg, a really tough.
My gosh.
Tough. I can't remember the score, actually. It was so much fun.
But we won, and that's the point.
We dominated. We did really, really well. No, it was a fantastic weekend out from that respect. And then we celebrated our wedding anniversary.
Yes.
So I can't advertise this place, but I'm going to say it's a retreat in Camps Bay. Okay, you could do some research.
You just made people fall in love again.
Absolutely stunning. These forest pods, you get your massage done there, and then you can hop into your own hot tub.
Okay, buddy.
And that is mountain water flowing down through there that they kept. It's insane.
Oh, what a gorgeous
picture.
picture.
It is insane. Eunice was my masseuse, and I think trying to massage me because of how guarded I am is like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu match, pretty much. And I think she won. She got in there. I think I tapped out, but the problem is when you tap out, they think you're asking for more bubbles, so they're like, just keep refilling. You're like, no, you got me. No, she was amazing. I think I must be quite a difficult prospect in that space. It was
so it was a bit
amazing.
Of a massage.
Great massage, great lunch. It was absolutely magical. So to Eunice and the ladies that looked after us, it was just magical. Thank you.
Every Eunice I've met is incredible, so I can vouch for that. Graham, I absolutely love this for you.
It was really, really good, and I love you, babe. It was a beautiful way to celebrate our anniversary. So,
congratulations. How many years?
4.
4 years and counting.
And, in 2. And can you believe it feels like one day?
Oh my gosh. Post-pandemic. 2022.
We were all right.
Great year. So proud of you.
And it actually felt like that when the clouds started to lift and you could feel that. What a difference. So,
oh my gosh.
blessed.
Congratulations to Graham and Mrs. Graham. We love to see it. Very, very beautiful picture. All right. So my weekend highlights, I also had a nice little balance of both family and then also getting out there. So on Saturday, I put on my apron as hostess with the mostess. And I really love to hate hosting. Cried a couple times, had a few breakdowns, but it turned out so lovely.
What were the pressure points? What?
40 people in my house.
Wow.
That's what that was. My entire family.
Well
and
done.
I come from a family of very strong women who are very dominant in the kitchen and with hosting, right? That's just a picture of my friends because that was my chill zone where I could breathe.
Because you needed it.
I needed it. But everywhere else, I hosted a beautiful thing on Saturday. And then on Sunday, my man and I, because we went out and we drove like in this old school convertible on Chapman's Peak. It was such a moment. Like, are you
found
joking?
it. Well done.
Shout out to Sean as well. He was the best driver. Like, it was great weather on Sunday. And we just got out there and had a fantastic time. Just for a bit of unwinding. I mean, life gets so demanding. We don't often get to spend intentional time with our people.
And you have to do it. It honestly felt like we went away for the weekend for those few hours that we disconnected and reconnected with each other.
Come on.
And we managed to sort out so much stuff within our own space just to be connected. You're not sacrificing or selling your kids out if you create that space for yourself. You've got
Some more advice.
You
I love
have
it.
to do it. Yeah, it's coming all morning,
coming.
And I'm not going to charge today. I'm not going to charge. They'll do it on trade. No, absolutely loved the level of connection this week, and that's how I am going to motivate myself every weekend.
I love it. Monday motivation that will last us for the next 6 months. But right now, for today, we're going to get into our Monday Moti moment. As we enter Youth Month, this Monday's motivational message is just to celebrate the strength, passion, and potential of our young people.
Oh, man, and this country tells the world what young people are capable of. The youth are not just the future, they are the voice of change today, that event horizon where the magic happens. And this is just a reminder to dream boldly, to rise fearlessly, and never, ever, ever underestimate the power that you carry to make a difference. But if you don't believe me, let's hear what Riri had to say.
We often tear our youth down when we should be building them up. You are all the next generation. We need to invest in you. You're the ones who see the world through new eyes, with a new perspective. You're the ones who care about the future of our planet. You're the ones who will change the current state of the world. And unfortunately, you are the ones who are often ignored. Your voices aren't heard often enough, and you're the ones we need to be listening to. So I'm here to say that I'm listening, I'm watching, and you're up next.
Oh.
If Rihanna told me she's listening and watching.
You're up next, girl.
And I'm up next, I'll take it. I will take it.
I know.
Let's rise
You're behind her in the queue looking at her cute outfit from the back and you go, wow, that's going to be me. But this is the bottom line. If she still feels that she has to remind herself daily, and you would assume that she has got every element of confidence bed down, she has made it. She is still reminding herself that she needs to occupy that space and believe within herself.
That's right.
That's the bottom line, man. Even Riri.
Riri, who's now a mogul and a mom of 3, potentially 4, still absolutely killing the game. We love to see it. A reminder again about our Good Morning post. Let us know, first-time mamas out there, we definitely want to give you the encouragement you need. But after the break, some sports.
Some footy. So while you are sending in some beautiful messages and we focus on motherhood, of course, we have to focus on the small matter of the Footballing World Cup. It's here, so we're going to get into the English squad. There's always so much hope. I mean, they've got Harry Kane, the golden boot of Europe. Could he make the difference? Haven't been able to do it yet. There is so much to delve into with this team and maybe, potentially, their opportunity to win a World Cup. Not since the 60s. So we will see.
It's a while.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, man, I know you might be feeling a little sporting fatigue after a weekend like this. Suck it up. We got the World Cup coming, baby. Football. Oh, it may be a global game today, but the modern version of the sport was, of course, born in England more than 160 years ago. And we'll give it to them. That's why English fans love to sing It's Coming Home whenever a major international tournament rolls around. But they're yet to bring it home. Despite all the hype, England's only major men's international trophy remains the 1966 World Cup. Since then, it's been a story of near misses, penalty, heartbreak, and shattered dreams. And Arsenal going, oh, we understand. So will England finally bring a trophy home from the upcoming World Cup? To help us separate the hype from reality, footballing coach Nigel Njazi now joins us this morning. I'm sorry, dude, I've got to go to the UEFA Champions League final. How are you feeling about PSG's win before we launch into the World Cup?
Yeah,
deserved winners?
Yeah, I think the way the game went, it was a great tactical display by both teams. And once it goes to penalties, it's always like a roll of the dice. And I think the luck was on PSG's side. And I think, yeah, that's how the game goes.
Yeah, and look, they've certainly done enough to create their own luck and the opportunity this season. So we'll give them that and just say, Sorry to the Gunners fans, and as a Spurs supporter, you know that takes a lot. We talk about coming so far, so close, yet so far away. When we look into England's journey, when you think about the strength, especially now, of the English Premier League, how it sets itself apart in terms of how the players journey to that pinnacle of the sport, it doesn't translate into England's performance ever in a World Cup. They will get into those big pressure moments, and then even their own press will pick them apart. What's the issue here? Why does this not convert?
I think with England managers, what they've always struggled to do is create a culture behind the team. I think when you look at teams like...
Beyond the league,
Yeah, exactly. And I think once you look at teams like Spain and the Netherlands, for example, they have an identity on how they play. And even if they have those big stars, they're able to fit them into the identity of the team. And I think for England, it's more of the opposite, that they're trying to create an identity around the players that they have, which always makes...
Where he's building this team, maybe based on...
What Gareth Southgate did before him, most people would say he did very well with what he had. I think semi-finals and reaching a Euro final with the team. I think now in transition with Thomas Tuchel, I think what will be very, very difficult is that he's now trying to create that identity we just spoke of, like, you know, that team identity. And to do that, you have to sacrifice a couple of players, and some guys will make it and some guys won't. So.
And this is a personal journey that you've got to allow to live and breathe, because that's where the magic in World Cup happens. Often it's not the players that you can peg. Sometimes it is. How much of a difference, you know, the likes of Harry Kane performing in the way that he has, the young stars performing the way that they have across all leagues in Europe at the moment, could this be England's year?
I don't know. I think, especially now that they're at this stage where they got a new manager in, I think if they get the right mix perfectly, I think they'll perform brilliantly at the World Cup. But I think if they just miss something in that final puzzle,
a tale as old as time, man. And who are going to be potentially their biggest challenge moving through the knockouts? We hope that Ghana are going to shine. We know Croatia can do some crazy things, but they're also coming out of a bit of a golden era. Whether they've got the personnel still to be able to mount something like this. What do you think of the group phase journey?
I think for their group, it's going to be a very, very much an easier route, because they're playing two teams that are, like, you know, it's an aging Croatian team that hasn't, you know,
half of Croatia's just said, hold my beer. maybe this is the spark.
It is an aging team, but they'll always surprise you. And I think, like, as much as I would love to see Ghana do another fairy tale run like they did in the 2010 World Cup, I just don't know if they
We want Bafana to be donning the slippers, the glass slippers for this one, buddy. I'm going to claim it. I'm going to say it. So I think we can expect a knockout performance from this English team. But again, still doubting whether they can go all the way.
Yeah, I think the doubt is always going to be there, especially because they have the quality to be doing a lot better, and because they haven't done it, a lot of people are getting that fatigue of, like, you know, you're supporting and you keep waiting, and it doesn't happen, and then eventually you just...
If they're still singing Bring It Home since 66, I think the fire still burns, man. I know the Geordies up north are ready for the challenge. It's just a really beautiful opportunity to rally for all of us behind something positive right now. So whether football finally comes home or takes another detour, it remains to be seen. One thing is absolutely certain. I think England will once again head into a major tournament carrying that weight of expectation and, yes, some dreams as well. Nigel, you're an absolute legend. Please show the coach some love. We'll keep his handle up online. But if you want to know any of the nuances of anything going on during this World Cup, he's your plug-in.
Now, you might be getting ready for your morning or already on the move when pain makes its presence felt. Now, that is where TriPark makes all the difference. TriPark offers triple relief for headaches, toothache, and even colds and flu. Now, it's ready to work in 8 seconds so you can keep your morning moving. TriPark, the pain powder Gogo trusts to keep close, ready when everyday pain hits.
3 pains, 1 hero. TriPark, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
Well, after the break, and it's going to be a short one because we can't wait to come back, Chef Sasha Lee is going to be coming through to have an incredible time with us. We always saw each other in passing when they were shooting The Great Taste Master Professionals, and now episode 1 has officially launched yesterday, 7 o'clock on SABC2. It was a moment. She gathered her family to watch the debut, and it was incredible. So Chef Sasha is going to join us on the couch to tell us about this journey leading up to her great moment. And then, of course, the 10-minute cook-off challenge. I think Graham and I are going to be put through our paces today, but we are ready. We'll see you straight after this.
3 pains, 1 hero, Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And welcome back. I told you the shortest break, and we are here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. Now, this past Sunday, it was a big one. South Africa got its first look at the intense, high-stakes world of the Taste Master Professional on SABC2. Now, we watched it, and it was really incredible. 10 of the country's most experienced chefs stepped into the arena to battle it out for a life-changing prize package with over 800,000 rand. That includes a career-defining role at the new Taste Master Kitchen and Delhi Out in Paarl. The premiere certainly lived up to the hype, and today we have one of the incredible talents from the show right here with us in studio. So please give her a feel-good welcome. It's the phenomenal Chef Sasha Lee. Pew, pew, pew. Girl, I've been saying we've been crossing each other for so long, and now we get to chat about this huge moment. Your TV debut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, so yesterday it went down. Did you have a watch party? Was the family gathered? What went down?
Yes, so thank you for having me.
Of
I'm so
course.
excited to be here. I'm a huge fan of the show. Yes, yesterday we did a little watch party. I had all my girls' family around. I made this amazing Portuguese chicken.
You still cooked? After cooking for a whole, you still cooked?
Yeah, no, my family's like, we want to taste this stuff, okay? And it was really nice. Watching the first episode was incredible.
Sure.
Like, we didn't get to see a lot of what was said. We didn't get to see the other teams being judged. So that was the first time for us seeing it. And I was low-key messaging a few of my friends, and I'm like, why were you lying?
I know exactly what went down. But tell me a bit more about how your journey into the chefing world started. When did that bug really bite you?
So I've always had a passion for food. I grew up with my mom having 9 sisters.
Sure.
So our family gatherings were always around food. And my dad's family is also very big. So when we gathered, it was always around food. So like growing up, that was the main thing for us, food memories and special moments.
Sure.
I went overseas for a few years, and coming back to South Africa, I decided I'm going to take that leap of faith into the culinary world. I was working a full-time job, single momming 2 kids, and then I enrolled myself into culinary
What a
school.
superhero!
It was absolutely insane. It was late nights, it was practical exams, it was studying online.
Sure.
I had family babysit my kids so that I could make it to school. It was such an intense time of my life, but I'm so glad that I pushed through it. I know it was only by the grace of God that I managed all the 100 things at the same time. And
look at you now.
Yeah, now I'm here and I get to be on the show.
And
I
make
get
your
to
family
show
proud.
my kids are my inspiration, and I am so proud that they get to see me living my dream.
Oh my gosh, because what an example that is, right? Yeah. For them to know we can chase it no matter what. Shout out to all the moms out there. Y'all are doing the most, and we love to see it. And of course, it takes a village to raise kids. We know this. But talk to me about Chef Bertus Besson. Is he as intimidating as we see him on TV?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was that like?
So Chef Bertus is an incredible chef, and he's got his stripes in South Africa for a specific reason. He's pedantic. He knows what he's looking for, and he's very successful. So I was excited to work with him and learn as much as I can, and that's exactly what I did. So he's strict, but he's fair, and he gives you good guidance throughout the show. It was little chats on the side, and he would encourage us, even though like on the show it was like, whoa,
intense,
don't do this, take off that micro herbs.
I mean, that beard alone would freak me out.
But he's an amazing guy, and I had so much fun working with him.
Okay, episode 2 is coming, and I don't want you to give too many spoilers away. What can we expect as we all gather around our TVs or SABC Plus app on Sunday, 7 o'clock on SABC 2?
Well, if you think episode 1 was fun, episode 2 is spicy.
Ooh, I love it.
I wasn't in it because we won the first challenge.
Congratulations.
But I do remember the stress of my contestants. And yeah, so it's going to be very spicy, the second episode.
Well, they say if you can't handle the stress in the kitchen, get out. And Sasha clearly can. So we're going to put her back into the kitchen to see her do a 10-minute challenge. Of course, we're going to take her time even less. We're talking about Tastemaster Professional, Sundays at 7 o'clock on SABC 2. And we can't wait to see Graham and you tackle on a bunny chow with prawns. I know, it sounds as good as it sounds. So get into the kitchen and we'll see you now.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is a bunny child that went to private school. Basically, this looks insane and could have pretty much only come out of a cooking reality show. As promised, we have pulled the lovely Sasha Lee off the interview couch, and we're going to throw her straight into the fire because that's what we do in TV land. Please welcome back our very talented chef, Sasha Lee Small, as she now takes what I think is going to become your favorite meal of all time. She survived the premiere. She survived the cauldron of live TV in one of the most tense cooking environments ever. But I feel like she needed to do this to open the doors that have been opened in front of her. Get in here, girl. Not that you need much motivating getting into a kitchen. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Graham.
You and I were one of the first to have that conversation of once you've got your foot through this door, you're there, but you only kind of realize it retrospectively. Probably from about 6 months from now, you're going to look back and go, oh, wow, that's when my proper career started. But listening to your journey to get here, super mom.
Thank
All right, so
you.
we don't have a huge amount of time for you to create magic, but luckily that's what you know because you do cooking reality shows. You know, Taste Master is all about pressure, timing, and pacing yourself. So we thought, let's go inside that and let you cook something that I'm not even allowed to touch, okay, because I'm allergic to shellfish. So I know, it's heartbreaking, I know. I get that same look from every chef, and they're like, oh, I'm okay, I'm going to be okay. So you are going to be creating essentially a prawn curry bunny chow, yeah?
Yes, so this is a little bit of a twist. I actually did this a couple years ago at a Potjie competition and
As
won
one
it.
does.
Yeah.
I hope you won. I hope you won.
I did win it. So I'm super excited to show you guys what I have in store today. I'm just going to health and safety first.
I love that, and I can see her little mind is going doing the maths.
I'm doing
so
the calculation.
We're going to give you 5 minutes for this.
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Not 10?
Not 10
Oh,
minutes,
okay.
girl.
Okay,
5
cool.
minutes, because just like Baptists, we like to throw
curveballs.
craziness. But we know
Curveballs.
we'll break it up into 2 parts. So we'll give you 5 now, and we'll give you 5 to round
Awesome
it off.
stuff.
And I'm hoping that we're going to figure out how you create magic under pressure through the process by getting inside your genius mind. Is that genius mind ready to roll?
It is.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Ta! Sorry to take you back into the PTSD of the cooking show.
Low-key.
How did you respond? I mean, keep distracting you, by the way.
Of course.
From a stress perspective, what was that like? Do you rise to the occasion? Did you have to come up with a new tool of self-regulation? How did you handle the pressure?
So I think for me, being a mom, juggling studies, work full-time, having a business on weekends, I think it puts you in a
just do what you
space where
must,
you
yeah.
have to just go into survival mode and do what you need to do. So that definitely helped me on the show because I was super focused and like I had 100 things coming at me. And I was like, no, we're not getting distracted. We're doing
Exactly.
this.
'Cause
Yeah.
like now, where almost a whole minute has passed.
Oh,
And,
no.
hey, crazy, man. Absolutely insane how quickly time passes. Now, I promise you, we don't boot you. We're going to welcome you back every day. You can come back to our
Oh,
kitchen.
you are the best.
Okay, I'm going to go and fetch some gorgeous prawns because that's about as close as I can get to prawns. And they like to hide them from me because they know. Wow, look at this. I've got the de-shelled prawns, is
Do
that
you
right?
want to put on some gloves?
And I'm going to bring the
Diego?
shells for you.
Do you want to put on some gloves?
There you go, it's
I'm
all
so
right,
worried
it's all right.
about
Now,
you
our
now.
team are very, very particular about such things. Wow, look at this. So we've got the shelled and the actual shells here. Why is that?
So I'm actually going to cook the shells in because there's some flavor in the heads and the
320,
body.
by the way.
So
I feel so mean.
you are so mean.
I know, man. After everything that you've been through.
After everything.
Vitally important to get the flavors, this kind of balance right with such a complex mix going on
Yeah.
here.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw in the shells and the heads. Going to just
Oh, wow.
bring some of that flavor in here.
I would imagine this is a light bulb moment for a lot of people. I mean, therein lies the joy, the magic of the prawn. You've got so much flavor in there.
I'm throwing in some rose water, just to give it some fragrance and bring some of the spices alive.
To get the confidence to start doing things like this, like just throwing rose water into a very strong flavored curry profile like this, is that like a moment of genius, a moment of risk, a moment of, hey, how does
It's
that work?
definitely trial and error, Graham. I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't want to
I've
hide.
played-
beautiful print. Look at that.
I play around
Sit out.
a lot with my family. I have a bunch of food snobs in my household. My 11-year-old and my 4-year-old
2 minutes and
literally
counting.
love my cooking. And now we're going to just add a little bit more butter.
I know from my kids, because I'm always trying to elevate meals, and it's lost on them. It really is. It's lost on time in. Doesn't equate to appreciation out, ever.
No, it does not.
But I think at some point they're going to understand the culture of cooking because they've seen you do it.
Absolutely.
With such passion and love. And they're going to understand how important nutrients is and flavor and such things. Yeah, you are loading this. 90 seconds left to take it to the end of our first 5 minutes. You haven't shied away from anything. Carissa is going to go mad. She has this kind of bravery in the kitchen where she just wants to create big, bold flavors. What are you worried about happening in something like this? What has the experience taught you?
My experience has taught me to just take it one ingredient at a time, one day at a time. Life is going to throw curveballs at you all the time.
100%, like
And
60
you just-
seconds left on the clock.
And you just have to roll with the punches, Graham. Roll with the
Exactly,
punches.
because it's in these difficult moments that I joke about it, but the magic really does happen. You sometimes have to get out of your own way or trip over yourself to discover it.
100%.
Oh, that is just looking spectacular. We haven't even introduced the protein yet. The smells that are coming off this, we've got about 30 seconds left.
Just going to pop these prawns in.
And now I would imagine this is where we are quite careful because prawns don't require a huge amount of cooking.
No, they do not.
20 seconds, because that's all we've got left.
So, well, that's why I went with prawn. Because it's a quick...
You see, there lies one major lesson. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your cloche. Put that down, Sashali. No! Put the spices away, Sashali. How does that make you feel? Terrified?
No,
Excited?
I'm so used to it at this point. I'm like, okay. I mean, there's been so many times on the show we're like, okay, how much time we get? And they're like, we'll see how you guys do. And then you kind of just have to go with it. So
Was there something impossible? Was there something that you encountered in this journey that when you started that day, you thought it was going to be impossible and you got it right?
Everything.
Every day?
Every day. There was a few times I thought I was going to cry. I think I did cry a few times, Graham.
We might have cried in the hallway in between.
Yeah, there was a few tears. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to beat you out of this competition if you keep cooking these
I'm not
prawns, eh?
cooking anything.
She's
I'm just flipping.
See, this is what it's like
Flipping
in
and
these
cooking
reality
is not
cooking
the
shows.
same
They
thing.
push the boundaries. No, you're amazing. We're not going to let her go anywhere. I have a feeling my work wife wants to taste these. We're going to continue our culinary journey of discovery with Sashali after this. We'll see you now.
Thank you so much.
Looks
Graham.
so good.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I know we are jumping between lanes a lot, but after a sporting weekend like this, you kind of have to. After 2 months of some of the world's best cricket on display, it's been one for the books. The Indian Premier League came to a close last night with quite a tight run as the Royal Challengers Bengaluru claimed the title with a 5-wicket victory over the Gujarat Titans. They'd met twice before this. Couldn't separate the spoils. Well, last night, King Kohli did it. Last night's triumph was another historic moment for Bengaluru as they became only the 3rd team in IPL history, in fact, to retain the trophy, joining the likes of the Chennai Super Kings and the Mumbai Indians. And to unpack the tournament, we are joined by John Henry Wilson from Club Cricket South Africa. Nodding your head emphatically, this has been an IPL of note. Just in assessment of the tournament before we get to the final, we've seen massive scores. We've seen quick bowlers asking for the ball at the death. It's a different kind of cricketing culture. IPL is strong, right?
Graham, it is strong. Look, it's been a tournament that's been going on since 2008. So to keep the stamina going there is quite something. Thankfully, the playoffs and the final lived up to the expectation. It's a 2-month tournament every year. It's a lot to follow. Yeah, it was a cracker.
And a lot of a lot of commerce and commercials around cricket being created because of this, giving players opportunity to earn millions now, which is amazing in itself. But obviously, you get the best players of the golden generations playing, like a Virat, who just shows his worth. What do you make of our winning team's journey to the final and their performance last night?
I mean, I heard you speaking earlier about, is this England's year in the FIFA World Cup? Since 2008, people have been asking, is this RCB's year? Well, it's been RCB's year for two seasons in a row now.
Tournament, yeah.
They've gone back to back. They're already talking about the three-peat, and exactly right. Virat Kohli, King Kohli leading them there with an unbeaten 75 not out last night.
There needs to be, it's very unforgiving, we know this, and I love the fact that you've got the best bowlers, in particular, the quicks going out there, putting their hands up despite the risk. Who has shone for you in this team? If I could make you put a player of the tournament label out there, who for you has shone?
Well, a really excellent tournament for Kagiso Rabada. It is absolutely...
Even got a catch, isn't it?
He didn't have the greatest final. He did take a wicket, but he ended up as the leading wicket taker in the tournament, which he did in 2020 as well. He's only one of 3 South Africans to take the most wickets in the IPL in any given season. Left the tournament last season under sort of personal circumstances, but came back so strongly this season. Bowler of the tournament, absolutely.
Put that in perspective for us. How important is that for a Proteas setup to have one of our key assets being able to find their way back to their kind of sweet spot, excuse the pun, in that sense? Is this what the IPL does? Is this why it was created?
I mean, it was created to make the BCCI
a whole lot of money.
really rich. And, you know, the naysayers mostly will be like, well, the IPL takes away what Rabada should be doing for the Proteas, you know, staying fit, etc. He'll argue differently. But it's a great showcase for all South African talent. Anybody from Heinrich Klaassen, who's retired, from international cricket, Donovan Ferreira, who's an up-and-comer, Kagiso Rabada. Yeah.
It's where we sharpen the sword. Absolutely love it. And I love the fact that these guys make some money. The IPL has been a successful year. Obviously, the Proteas women having a phenomenal year as well. In terms of that opportunity being open to women in this ecosystem, do you think we're going to start to see, in the same way we've seen this beautiful mushroom around women's cricket, in particular around England, around India, around South Africa, where there is a great brand? Are we going to see this same sort of commercial opportunity, the game, get this sort of opportunity, do you think?
Well,
is it possible?
The Indian Premier League has its own version for women's cricket, the Women's Premier League. Graham Smith, the SA20 commissioner, has spoken a little bit about a future women's SA20. So I think the commercial viability in the women's game is certainly there at domestic level, but we're focused now on the T20 World Cup for the Proteas women.
Come on, girls. Come on, girls. We absolutely love it, buddy. Thank you so much for being here as early as this. I know after a weekend like this, very tired eyes, some tired spirits and souls on the footballing front, I know, rugby front, and of course the cricketing front. But a superb IPL, and so great to see the South Africans putting their hands up.
Well, thank you so much, gents. That brings us to a minute after 7 o'clock. Let's dive straight into your national news headlines. where Cape Town's Wilderness Search and Rescue Team is testing exoskeleton technology, and that's designed to improve mountain rescue operations. Developed in partnership with the Branding Company, the wearable device aims to reduce fatigue and assist movement during steep climbs as well as lengthy hikes. Now, the technology will be assessed during training exercises and active rescue missions to determine its effectiveness. WSAR spokesperson David Nell says the project is focused on evaluating whether the device can enhance rescuer safety and efficiency, rather than serving as an endorsement of the technology. Moving into Johannesburg now, where the Metro bus will reduce services from today as rising deal prices and ongoing budget cuts strain operations. The transport provider says years of reduced funding have made it increasingly difficult to maintain current service levels. Changes will include fewer off-peak buses on selected routes and reduced trips during periods of lower passenger demand. Commuters are encouraged to check updated schedules and route information through the Metrobus website, depots and terminals before travelling to avoid disruptions, disappointment and plan journeys accordingly. In international news making headlines now, Iran says it will not accept a new agreement with the United States without guarantees that the rights of its people will be protected. Now, Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf says the comments amid ongoing negotiations and warnings from the US President Donald Trump that military intervention remains possible if talks fail. Now, key sticking points include Iran's nuclear program and investigation through the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, Iranian lawmakers have finalized plans to formally regulate management of the strategic waterway, arguing that only Iran and Oman should determine its governance. Now, negotiations and consultations do continue. In other news, health authorities in Brazil are monitoring 2 patients for possible Ebola infection in Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. One patient recently arrived from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, while the other traveled from Uganda. Now, both have shown symptoms associated with viral illness, although they have also tested positive for meningitis and malaria, respectively. Test results are expected next week. Now, the case comes amid a growing Ebola outbreak in Central Africa. The World Health Organization maintains that the likelihood of wider international spread remains low. And ending off with a story with a British couple that has spent 2 decades developing a unique method of growing furniture directly from living trees. Alice and Gavin Munro guide branches around metal frames, shaping them into chairs and benches that take up to 9 years to mature. Now, based in Derbyshire, their furniture orchid combines art, design and sustainability, producing handcrafted pieces valued at thousands of pounds. Inspired by Gavin's childhood experiences and observations of nature, the project has attracted international attention. Now, the couple now plans to launch an academy to teach others the skills and expand the concept worldwide. Definitely a beautiful way to pay it forward, and a very creative way at that. So we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's see what's happening in the world of sports.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's dive right in with Sevens rugby. South Africa came agonizingly close, claiming silver at the Valladolid Sevens tournament. That was after losing 26-19 to Australia in yesterday's final, but Australia certainly earned the right. They fought back from 14-0 down at one point to secure the title, and joining their Golden Girls, the women's team, who beat the USA in that gold medal match. Absolutely brilliant performance all round. So the South African women's sevens team also really giving a strong account of themselves, finishing 9th after defeating Brazil 19-12. They look like a transformed side. Absolutely brilliant. Now, as we've just touched on, IPL came to a head this weekend as well, and the Royal Challengers Bengaluru won their 2nd straight Indian Premier League title following a 5-wicket victory over the Gujarat Titans. Discipline going from RCB restricting the Titans to 156 for 8, and in response, King Kohli, Virat Kohli, scoring 75 off 42 balls to guide Bengaluru to victory with 2 overs remaining. Now we can get into the tail of the tape in the footballing lane. High stakes there as well, as defending champions Paris Saint-Germain were at least crowned the season's Champions League winners after beating Arsenal on penalties. So the French side took time and to penalties, which always heartbreaking. But they are the European champions. Well done. And bringing it back home, Magesi FC, they just perped Cape Town City FC to the promotional line. They took that playoff match 2-0 in the PSL as well. Now we can get back into first-time champions in both the men's and the women's singles draws. Incredible. That was since 2016, in fact, when Novak Djokovic and Garbine Muguruza lifted those trophies. So we'll certainly watch that space. But right now we're going to watch the spaces around us. Let's get the latest on traffic and weather front.
Well, thanks so much, Chief. Roads out in Wingfield Interchange in Cape Town. Now there's congestion on the N7 southbound at the N1 inbound ramp. So if you're headed that way, please expect some delays in the area and drive safely as there is lots of fog throughout the city. We move over to Westville in Durban now, where traffic is beginning to slow down. So please approach with caution and expect some delays as you pass the scene. And do stay safe. Heading back into Cape Town, out in Bellville, out in the north on the R300 north at the N1 inbound ramp, congestion is building. Now, daily commuters can expect delays and are advised to allow for some extra travel time. That's where we leave your roads for now. We'll give you another update at 8. What you can expect is sunny conditions with temperatures averaging at a low in the low to mid 20s. And then out in Klerksdorp, sunny skies. Temperatures begin at a low of 7 and reach a high of 22. Now looking ahead, you can expect mostly partly cloudy conditions with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between a low of 7 and a high of 22. Let's check out Pretoria next, where on your side you can expect mostly sunny skies throughout your Monday. Your temperatures range between a low of 10 and a high of 22 degrees. As we move into the days ahead, expect sunny skies with temperature highs in the low 20s. That brings us to Johannesburg. Out in the city of gold, a damp start is on the cards this morning with some drizzle. Now temperatures will start from a cold 7 degrees and it does rise to 19. Now the days ahead bring you cloudy and sunny skies with temperature highs in the high teens. And then out in Mbombela on this Monday, early cloud patches will lift, making way for afternoon sunshine. Your temperatures, well, they'll range from a cool 10 degrees to a warmer 23. The next few days will bring sun-filled skies, with tomorrow's temperature highs climbing into those high 20s. And then out in the beautiful Bloemfontein, today you will look up to some sunny skies. On this Monday, temperatures will rise from a low of 6 to a nice high of 22 degrees. Now it's mainly cloudy skies that will dominate your week ahead, with showers expected from Wednesday. Now that is chanced at 25%. Heading into Richards Bay next, today you can expect partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will range between 13 and double up to 26 as your high. And over the next few days, cloud cover will gradually increase, while tomorrow's temperatures range between 16 and 27. Further along now into Durban, expect partly cloudy skies with light northeasterly winds. Temperatures will begin at 13 and rise to a comfortable 25. Now, tomorrow does bring you sunny skies with warmer temperatures, while from Wednesday you can expect cloudy and wet conditions. And then out in Mthatha, you can look forward to plenty of sunshine. Bit of a cold start though, 9 degrees is your low with a pleasant 27 as your high. Over the coming days, expect cloudy and wet conditions to dominate, with rain likely from Wednesday sitting at a chance of 80%. In Uba, formerly Craddock, you're up next, where sunshine will dominate throughout your day today. Now your temperatures move between a brisk 9 and a high of 26 degrees. The next few days do bring cloudy and wet conditions, with rain chance at 100% come Wednesday, with of course the temperatures remaining in those mid-teens. And then out in Kugompo City, today you can expect bright and also sunny skies. Let's have a look at your temperatures. Well, they'll rise from a cool 17 to a warmer 28 degrees. Do enjoy the warm weather though, because you are in for a wet week ahead, with rain averaging around 68%, with temperatures settling in those high teens. That brings us to Ebeja. Out in GQ, a pleasant outlook lies ahead with lingering clouds. Temperatures range between 14 and doubling up to 28. No rain expected today, but from tomorrow onwards, expect cloudy and wet conditions with rain forecast at 100% by Wednesday. Into the gorgeous George we go, where skies will be partly cloudy for most of your day today. Your temperatures will range between 13 and 23 degrees. Now looking ahead, expect cloudy and rainy conditions, with tomorrow chanced at 75% and temperatures ranging between 13 and 17. Out in the mother city in Cape Town, the day begins with patches of fog before giving way to partly cloudy skies. Our temperatures range between 13 and 17 today. But the week ahead starts a bit unsettled, with rain likely tomorrow, sitting at a chance of 40%, followed by strong winds developing by Wednesday. Sutherland, let's see what's going down on your side. Today brings you mainly sunny skies, and a cold start of 6 degrees is expected, with highs reaching 22 degrees. Looking ahead, conditions remain mixed, with Wednesday bringing a 60% chance of rain, and then Thursday there is in fact a chance of snow. Out in Kimberley, sunny skies do dominate your day. Now temperatures range from a brisk 7 degrees, but it warms up nicely to 24. Now you can expect partly sunny skies over the coming days, with temperatures highs in the mid-teens to low 20s. And then our final stop is out in Uppington, where sunny skies do set the tone for your day today. Temperatures start at a low of 9 and it rises to a warmer 28 as your high. Now for the week ahead, expect mainly bright and sunny conditions, with temperatures reaching the high teens to those lower 20s. That wraps up your temperatures. Now let's check in with what the sunrise view through your eyes looks like. And our family Mervyn Fenner out in PMB got in touch with this gorgeous morning view. Never disappointing with your sunrise morning views. And thank you, Mervyn, for sending this beautiful picture of the sky being set alight so beautifully with the day ahead. You can expect a beautiful day on your side, 27 degrees out of Pietermaritzburg. And thank you for representing it so well. All right, one more to get into at 8 o'clock. So remember to send those pictures through, clear the camera, get on your best photographer skills, and then let us know exactly what that looks like. Here's the number again, 063-036-9649.
Well, this morning we are focusing on our super moms, because you do have this, you got this, moms. But sometimes you do need someone in your corner, maybe when allergies hit, and we're going to bring you some great allergy solutions to just keep you moving at the pace that you need to. And then, of course, we've got to get back in the kitchen. Sasha Lee is going to tackle the next 5 minutes of her little cooking challenge. We are making a prawn bunny chow. She tackled the first 5 minutes, as you'd expect. Someone who has proven themselves in the reality TV lane already. Can she get the next 5 down? Well, Chris is waiting for her bunny chow, so we have to get it done. We'll see you now.
Think it's just another day? Well, not anymore, because I could be pulling up to your door next. Spin and win up to 20,000 Rand, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you have a World Sports betting account, and another 2,000 Rand if you can hit a small dance challenge with me. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the competition post of Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages, and all you have to do is follow the prompts. And not signed up yet? Well, head to wsb.co.za, use the promo code THEBEAT50 to get a free 50 Rand sports bet. World Sports Betting, bet to the beat. I'll see you soon.
My Feel Good family, you know we are coming to you live from our Samsung DQX studio, but you might remember we had the beautiful Kopano Shumange, who was recently on the show saying, I didn't know I was actually an allergy person until Cape Town said, I'm going to disagree with you. Today she is back and we're unpacking the story a little bit further from daily life to family to what finally made everything click. Kopano, welcome back. It's like you've moved to Joburg now.
Basically, I think just welcome you back here.
Well, this looks like your kind of scene. We absolutely love it. I remember when we chatted before, you said you thought that allergies was actually your new normal. It was your normal. So what did the normal day in your life look like before you actually realized there's a solution?
Oh my goodness, if you knew me last year, I was the girl who was just like scratching her eyes all the time or tired. And the reason why was because I was taking other antihistamines that made me feel quite foggy. And that feeling, I just pushed right through it. You know, I had back-to-back meetings. I had to pick up the kids. I had to follow their routines. And I honestly just normalized it because I didn't want to be the person on a phone call the whole time with clients online and just constantly scratching my eyes. So I took what I thought would help me and, you know, it did make me feel tired. And it just wasn't really working that well for me.
So when did the penny actually drop and you said, well, other people around me aren't living like this, I need to find a solution?
It was actually my business partner. She's the one who usually sees me either scratching my eyes or I look tired. And then she told me, take a non-drowsy antihistamine. And I didn't actually know that. And she helped me understand that some antihistamines actually occupy brain receptors and that's what causes the drowsiness. And then I learned that with Telfast, it doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier. And that means that I don't have to feel sluggish or drowsy after I've taken it. And it gives me the 24-hour relief without feeling the drowsiness. And that, for me, changed everything. And even for my husband, you know, the runner who likes running outside.
We can't forget the runner.
Can't forget the runner. He takes a 180 milligram tablet before he goes for a run. And because it's fast acting, he enjoys his outside runs without feeling drowsy while having the relief of not having that clogged nose and that itchiness as well.
Now, Kopano, we know that you're suffering and have discomfort from allergies. Hubby does too, and all the kiddies as well. So it's 3 different allergy stories under one roof. Take me through how you guys are treating it as a family now, because in my mind, we're all sitting at breakfast every morning, 8 a.m., and you're going to go, okay, let's ring it in, everybody. It's Telfast time. So take me through how you guys start your morning with Telfast.
I mean, there's 3 different stories under one household, and it's amazing that we have one solution. Now, my daughter, she has been taking Telfast for some time. The Telfast suspension tastes amazing. So you don't have to run after them for them to take anything. My daughter kind of looks forward to it. You know, I remember the days when she used to come downstairs scratching her eyes.
Baby.
And I felt bad because I was going to give her something that wouldn't make her feel like herself.
Course.
In the morning, me and her, we take our Telfast. And then later on in the evening, she's able to take her Telfast right before she goes to bed. And she has that relief. We all have that relief.
I love it for the entire family. Now, for all the moms out there who you once were too, if they're at home and they're like, we are just stuck and my kids are also waking up with the itchy eyes, what advice would you have for them?
I'd definitely say for the moms, don't normalize it. You don't have to struggle with either the congestion or the drowsiness. You don't have to choose between the two. You can have relief and still feel like yourself and have your energy and not feel that fogginess or sluggishness throughout the day because you have something that doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier, which means that you won't feel that drowsiness while you're having your relief.
Kopano, thank you so much for joining us. You're welcome here in Joburg anytime.
I'll be back.
My Feel Good family, if you didn't know, allergies don't have to slow you down, not your focus, not your energy, not your family's day. Telfast provides fast, non-drowsy, 24-hour allergy relief for the whole entire family. We have Telfast suspension for younger children, Telfast 120 milligram and 180 milligram tablets from 12 years of age, and it's simple. It's a no-brainer choice. Speak to your pharmacist or visit the Telfast website to learn more.
Well, welcome back to the kitchen, and it is getting hot in here, let me tell you that much. We, of course, are live with the Taste Master professional contestant. Chef Sasha's in the building, and the pressure is officially on. Now, Sasha has exactly 5 minutes left on a countdown to clock, finishing this delicious prawn curry
Bougie bunny.
bougie bun. I got distracted because this is, in fact, a croissant bun, loaf.
Yes.
There's so many things happening right now, but I just want to taste it. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes.
Okay.
Your pan is heating up. We've got a time on the screen, but I also have a timer clock. So we, the director and I, are going to do this together. Come on, Lane. 3, 2, 1, go. There's your timer. So I didn't know with bunny chows you toast the bun.
It just helps hold the sauce and doesn't like make the bread or the whatever you're filling.
Yes.
So mushy. So it gives it a little bit of a nice texture as well.
Yes, it holds its integrity.
Correct.
Because Sasha, I'm going to admit something. I've only had bunny chow once, and I ordered it to my house, which was a bad idea. Because by the time I got there, sog.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't get the hype. But now today, you're going to change my mind.
So I'm doing an elevated bunny chow.
Okay.
I love elevating comfort food, so that's my style of cooking. So I'm going to be toasting, and I'm going to be using a non-traditional loaf. You normally use a brown or white loaf of bread.
Like a normal
bread. But because I like to be bougie,
We love a bit of bougie in the kitchen.
what I'm doing is I'm using a croissant loaf, and you can get it from any of the local supermarkets.
Sure.
Or you can make it yourself at home.
Yo, Sasha's trying to put us to work today. Okay, you could do that. I love this though, and you've got so many elevated flavors that you're adding on top. I'm seeing pomegranate seeds, sliced almonds.
Yes, so we toast the almonds and we use some pomegranates. It brings some acidity and some brightness, freshness to the dish.
Right.
And then I am going to do a little bit of cream for you because it is a bit spicy.
And when I asked her, I was like, she's like, oh, I love dip and curry. Da, da. When you say it's spicy, it's definitely going to blow our faces off.
100%. It is a bit spicy.
Where's your
so
tolerance? Where's your Scoville level? 0 to 10. What can you tolerate?
Since I'm in Cape Town, it's dropped
It's
a bit.
decreased a little bit. She's acclimatized to the people.
I'm starting to climatize. Yes.
Eesh,
Okay,
okay.
so I'm ready.
Oh, that looks
I'm
good.
just gonna reheat my my curry base quickly.
You've got 3 minutes left, so you've got some time.
Okay, I'm gonna also just.
I know it
wait
always
for
goes
you.
down in the last 15 seconds, then all of a sudden. Okay, so tell me what you're doing.
So this is a sambals. It's got tomato, onion, red onion, some vinegar, cucumber.
I love
And you can add some chili in here if you like. Just
I think
to,
we have enough chili.
to bring up the spice, but I haven't. I'm just warming through the prawn curry now. I put some cream in it because it just helps tone down the spices and it just makes it a bit more rich and decadent.
So I've noticed you haven't got rid of the shells or the heads of the prawns.
No.
Do you serve it with it, or is it just there for flavor still?
It's there for flavor. If you know anything about these bad boys, they always keep their flavor and they just heighten the seafood flavor of a prawn dish. So this is always my base. You can toss them once you're done, or you can suck the heads. I mean, some people do that.
They do. Why not? We don't judge when it comes to the eating.
We listen
either.
and we don't judge.
We watch and we don't
There
judge.
we go.
What's your favorite kind of curry? Is it prawn curry, or do you like a mutton curry?
I'm a all curry person, but one of my favorite things to make is crab curry. So we have crab curry every Christmas, over the Christmas period. It's a messy situation,
Right.
so it's a bib and some gloves, and
You're going in.
You get
There's
involved.
there's really no judgment there. You've got a minute and a half.
Okay, perfect.
I
I'm
told you
going
the last
to-
15 seconds is when it actually comes together. Okay, the sauce goes in. The prawns look juicy. Those go in as well. Could you use coconut milk?
You can.
instead?
You can use any dairy alternatives if you are lactose. One of the ladies on the show is, so she taught us quite a lot over the last couple of weeks.
I love that. Okay, you literally have a minute left.
I'm not stressed, I promise
She's
you.
not. She's so casual.
After working with Chef Bertus, I've learned to just go with the flow.
Maybe I should have shouted at you. 30 seconds left. Wow. My mouth is literally watering. That looks incredible.
Okay, so now we're just going to top with, I'm going to do some cream first.
Yeah. This is aesthetics, hey? Oh, look at
Yes.
that.
And then some toasted almonds.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. Pomegranates. So what do the almonds add?
It gives some crunch to the dish,
Okay, so texture.
texture, and then some nuttiness. Nuts and curry go well
20
together.
seconds. Now, Graham really would not have liked this because not only is he allergic to prawns, he cannot do danya either.
Coriander.
Yeah, no.
Oh, does he think
He's got the soap gene.
Does he? Oh, wow.
6,
Oh.
5,
Now we're going on
4,
your time or our
3,
time?
2.
Wrap it up! And you still had seconds to spare. Well done, Chef
Thank you
Sasha.
so much.
Okay, best way to eat a bunny chow?
With your hands.
Like a piece of bread and a piece of prawn.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get involved.
I'm so glad we went bougie with this because this bread looks insane. Okay, now I'm gonna have to grab a whole prawn.
Yes.
I'm not complaining. Ooh.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wow. Incredible. Tell the people why you should win.
I am ready to be the next Tastemaster professional because I deserve to be there. I've worked extremely hard and I don't want it to be for nothing.
Yep.
I deserve a place in the culinary world in Cape Town and I'm ready to shine.
You are already shining, girl. This dish, your face, your vibe, everything about it. I love that this still gives you some more time in case you wanted to make another one. My mouth is on fire. Tastemaster Professional, Sunday, 7 o'clock on SABC2. Please make sure that you watch our girl and all the other contestants. We'll have them in studio bit by bit and see if they can raise the bar any higher because, Sasha, I'm telling you, it is up here. It's the perfect amount of spice, actually. I'm just not used to eating spicy food on TV. My mouth wants more, but we'll be back straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're about to delve into an absolutely important conversation as we mark World Milk Day today. We're focusing on a kind of milk that can literally save a baby's life. Now, Jenny Wright from Milk Matters joins us to unpack why donor breast milk is so critical for premature but also vulnerable babies and how ordinary mothers are helping give tiny newborns a fighting chance. Jenny, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, from now on, it takes a village. That's what your name is going to be forever.
Period.
It takes a village, because it really does. In your space, this has triggered me on so many different levels, amazingly, and I'm a guy. But it feels like just the notion of what you're doing is so absolutely essential. I can imagine, like, no one must stand in the way. Come on, why aren't we all jumping on board? Yet, I immediately feel apprehension. It feels like we're crossing a personal barrier here. Are you fighting a misconception as your greatest challenge? Talk to me about the space that you operate in. What are your biggest challenges doing what you do?
There are a few biggest challenges, honestly.
All of them.
All of them. And I think that you alluded to some. One is that because it's not talked about enough, so many people don't know that there is such a thing as breast milk donation, and so they've never thought about it. And it's very interesting. When people hear about it the first time, there are two reactions. The one is, what?
Yeah.
In almost horror. And sometimes people need to think about it for a while before they realize, you know what, actually, that is okay. I can think about it.
What did you say? You donate
We
what
donate
else?
blood,
Yes, we do.
which is also inside the body.
We
For
do.
the
why
exact
not?
same reason.
Yes. Or they think about it and they immediately think, I want to do that because it can help save a life.
Right.
So there are those two
On either side.
two
Wow,
things on
what a
either
gateway.
side.
Sure. Okay, so donating breast milk, what does this go towards? Who are we serving here?
We are feeding the tiniest, most vulnerable, most high-risk premature babies. And the reason that we supply only the premature babies, and not even all premature babies, is because we just don't have enough milk. So we get asked all the time for milk for bigger babies, for, you know, foster babies, and it breaks our hearts to say no, but we only have so much milk. And so we have to prioritize. And why we focus on prem babies specifically is that the very low birth weight premature babies, and we feed mainly babies between 26 and 33 weeks gestation.
Wow.
Most of the babies we feed are between 600 and 1.3 kilos.
Oh,
They're
so
tiny.
they are not ready. They are
No,
not
they're
ready.
not
They
ready.
are definitely not ready.
They are
so
not ready.
we have to, in a sense, increase the size of the womb and all collectively become a part of that
Exactly.
soft landing.
Exactly.
And we posed a question for our mothers out there earlier on the show, if they knew something now that they didn't know about that first phase of. But when it comes to not being able to, and this, we did go through this, my wife and I, when milk is not being produced, what would you like mothers going through that particular challenge to know from your experience?
Two things. The first thing I would like everybody to know is if you're having challenges, if it's sore, if you don't feel like you've got enough, whatever your challenge is, you don't have to do it alone. Breastfeeding is natural, but it doesn't mean it comes naturally. You're both learning. You're all learning. And so go and get help. There's lots of good help out there. But there are two things. One is because your mom, granny, auntie, sister had a struggle, or even you last time, doesn't mean you will this time. Get help. Go back to get help.
Yeah, get
But the other
advice,
thing
yeah.
is not even premature babies, all babies are born with such tiny tummies. They only take a tiny amount of milk at a time. And breast milk is digested really quickly. So it's actually digested in 60 to 90 minutes.
Sure.
So a baby is genuinely hungry after an hour. But when you're used to seeing formula-fed babies who it keeps them fuller for longer, it isn't as good for them as breast milk, but it keeps them fuller, then our expectation is babies will stay fuller. So then you start to think, there's something wrong with me and my milk supply and my baby, because my baby's always hungry, but it's actually our body's amazing way of producing milk. Is the baby's tummy is small, so the baby needs to drink
needs
often.
mass nutrient load,
That
yeah.
means there's a lot of stimulation, which stimulates milk production, which creates the milk the baby needs
Sure.
in increasing volumes that the baby will need in increasing volumes. But if we don't understand that, then we start to think, my word, my baby's always hungry.
And we are constantly measuring ourselves against a defunct system.
Standard every
Whatever you're seeing
time.
online, whatever other people are telling you,
Yes.
it's come through a lens. It's come through a very different...
So I feel like people are nodding right now saying, okay, how do I get involved? Maybe I got an oversupply of my breast milk and I'd love to donate. How do they go about this?
Please contact us. You can contact us on our social media. You can email us, info@milkmatters.org. You can call us. And we will take you through a screening process because we need to make sure that this milk is safe.
Right,
And, you know, mums may be on medication or supplements that's safe for a bigger baby, but maybe not for these very tiny micro prems. So they mustn't be offended if we say, thank you, but we can't use your milk for these tiny babies.
Right.
And then we have depots where they can drop off the milk, and then it goes towards feeding these tiny prem babies. And the biggest reason that these prem babies need it is that it helps them not to get some of the very serious, potentially fatal complications. There's necrotizing enterocolitis, a big word, but it's inflammation of the gut. Has a very high mortality rate. Babies can need surgery to remove part of the intestine.
Wow.
Now, we're talking about these 700, 800, 900 gram babies. We don't want them to need surgery. So, and breast milk, ideally from their own mothers, or their own mothers topped up while they get going with donor milk, or if the mom isn't there, just donor milk, can keep those babies breast milk fed for those critical first few days and weeks to get them past the high-risk period.
Yeah.
Give them a chance at life.
Wow.
But literally, and that's quite an amazing thing that you get to be a part of that. And I think maybe you discover it through kind of an organ donation journey, and you realize, okay, this is what it means to the family. A blood donation journey, and you realize this is what it means to the parents of that child that we've just said. When you see this play out in its most beautiful version, there is something holy, there is something spiritual, there is something emotional, there is something grounded and natural about it. What effects does this have on the mothers and the baby when this kind of care is created around them?
It is incredible. There's an example from just about 2 weeks ago. I answered the phone at work, and there was a mum who said that she would like to donate. I said, wonderful. Started getting the details from her, because so many mums don't know that they can donate, or anybody else, and they're throwing milk away. Milk we need desperately.
To save lives.
To save lives. And we only need tiny amounts, regular tiny amounts. Anyway, this mum phoned and said she'd like to donate. So I started getting her information, and the next thing is she got all teary, and she was said, I'm sorry, I'm crying. And I said, is everything all right? And she said, yes. It's just, this means so much to me. My baby got donor milk when she was born. And finally, I now am able to pay it forward. And it turned out her baby had got 100 mil. One day, 100 mil in one day. And this mother felt it made such a difference to her and her baby that she was in tears when her baby was months down the line, because that's how important it was. And we've had messages.
Give us that volume again.
100 mil.
100. Imagine your life boiled down, your future boiled down to 100 mils.
Milk matters.
Amazing.
I think at the end of the
really
day,
does.
that's just what it is.
And 100 mil is more than a lot of our babies start on.
100%.
We always say if you can donate 50 mil on a regular basis, you can save a baby's life. Because a baby of under a kilogram starts on less than 50 mil of milk. That's 3 tablespoons
Maybe
of
we need
milk.
to start, I don't know if you need a mobile team or something to join. But I would imagine a lot of mothers out there are having a light bulb moment right now. But if you are a mother going through those challenges, I hope you feel on the deepest level that, yes, there are people around you. Milkmatters.co.org is where you can find, or .org rather, no CO. Please connect, ask questions, feed this ecosystem, but we want to see more full circle moments like that. If you have received help, pour back into that incredible model. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you after this.
Thank you.
Welcome back, because we are really loving having you join us for all of these conversations as we embrace World Milk Day this morning. And believe it or not, has given us so many interesting angles to approach life. And we are talking about something I think many people only think about once there's already a problem, sadly, in this lane. Bone health. Now we've got your attention. Linda Reed, registered dietitian representing Rediscover Dairy, joins us to unpack how simple daily habits like nutrition, like movement, like we preach, and dairy intake can help South Africans build stronger bones for life. Especially for this phase of life,
Yes,
Linda, please.
as we get older too. Linda, welcome and thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh my gosh, okay, so Rediscover Dairy. I love the name in and of itself because I think for a long time dairy even was demonized in the media and in spaces. Bring it back. We want it to come back. And there's a stat that nearly 50% of bone density is actually built in our teenage years of life, which is crazy to think about. So why is our childhood such an important space in order to build those strong bones for life?
Yeah, that's a critical period for building strong bones because it's a time when the body really maximizes its peak bone mass and the strength and the density of that skeleton is heightened during that phase. So you really want to think of childhood and adolescence as a bit of a bone bank where you're putting deposits into it for future, and your bone health is a lifelong journey where you really are focusing on diet, you're focusing on healthy habits, you're focusing on physical activity right from childhood through to older age.
And boy, doesn't it become a critical journey retrospectively. Unfortunately, when you look back, you go, oh, I could have done better there. Maybe I should have protected that part there. But this is life's journey. And you've given me a major epiphany little moment here, because we often have to, for our little brains, dumb these big things down into little concepts. But we train our muscles for our life, thinking it's a proactive, moving forward kind of thing. Your bones, you kind of treat like you got what you got. But it's something that is constantly needing to be evolved and to grow with the rest of your body. So why do we forget about that in lunchboxes, for instance? We don't focus on the dairy as being a major nutritional building block. How do we introduce it then? What are the best ways to get what dairy gives us?
And I think we must be thinking dairy daily. You know, I think that a lot of people don't think about
today. I love it.
Dairy daily. We're trying to get 2 to 3 portions of dairy in every day, and we need to sort of focus on the fact that dairy also includes calcium is a very important thing, but it's not only that. We talk about the whole dairy matrix, which is a unique combination of a variety of nutrients, such as protein and your phosphorus and your magnesium, all that occur naturally in dairy, and they are supporting bone maintenance, bone density, bone health, and overall health. So dairy daily is
so cheese
really
in the lunchbox, where we're here for it.
I'm just thinking my poor mom would arrive home from work after working a ridiculously long day and then try and make herself a cup of tea or coffee, and then I will have drunk the 2 liters of milk. I was 16 years old.
You and my
playing
brother.
Like 9 hours of rugby a day, and I just had to. Now I'm beginning to understand, but I was doing what I was supposed to do, Mom. It's just dawned on me, like thinking, I mean, you're dropping bombs today, so does it work the same in dairy as in other food spaces? The more processed, a little less nutrients. What's the best form of taking dairy? Do you want high fat? Do you want to, or does it matter to that extent?
Yeah, you just really want to focus on good solid portions, you know, trying to get a cup of milk in daily, cup of mass, 200 grams of yogurt. You might want to do the portion of cheese, about 40 grams of cheese. That's really that 2 to 3 portions, and it doesn't actually have to be variety. If you're just getting that in, and even if you're doing one cup of milk a day, it's going to help with overall bone health and optimal health ultimately.
And you've got so many different modalities to grab a little as you go. It's so easy.
Yeah, and I will say also, I saw a dietitian a while back because I was like, I think I might be lactose intolerant. And she said even the lactose-free options, and now they've got plenty from the cottage cheese to the milk. It still does have dairy in it. So she said definitely you can go for that. Some habits that maybe quietly weaken our bones as life goes.
So, you know, obviously the lack of the calcium, if we are increasing a sodium intake in the diet, that's, you know, the kidneys are then excreting the calcium rather than keeping it. A lack of vitamin D, sedentary lifestyles. Bones like resistance for improvement in density. So, you know, you've got to move. That's very, very important. High sugar load in the diet. not always a good idea because that's going to decrease absorption of calcium and, you know, is very systemically in inflammation. And that's not such a good thing. Smoking, alcohol, also playing a little bit of havoc with, you know, decreasing that calcium absorption ultimately.
Sure.
I think we've come a long way. I think our ability to process data, understand it in the last few years, we're now understanding, and especially for a woman's journey of health, bone density and strength, and how important the movement is through that journey to balance that out. How important is movement and having the force of gravity on us and actually
resistant to something. It's very, very important. Along with a good diet, we've got to move, we've got to be physically active. Children should be engaging in sport daily, and also very important to be outdoor. Because vitamin D is fundamentally important, and you know that's something that we need to, for the absorption of calcium it's important, for bone growth it's important, so you want to be exposing yourself to safe sun.
Yes.
That's the way the body can, you know, naturally make some vitamin D. It's important to note that there are other areas of places that we can get vitamin D in, through fatty fish, through fortified foods, tanning the mushrooms in the sun and then eating them.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Wait, sorry, you said what? Like literal mushrooms?
But no, the problem is I can see her out tanning, and then hubby's going to be like, what are you doing? And then she's going to have 5 mushrooms next to her on a little paper towel. I'm tanning the mushrooms, okay? What you going to do?
Like literally tanning mushrooms and then
you consume them. They absorb vitamin D3 enormously, and then you can, you can eat them. So that's important.
We're listening to Jenny from the incredible Milk Matters organization talking about how 100 mils of this elixir is so fundamental to our existence, and then we just let go of that notion. We just forget that this is one of those building blocks. What is your favorite modality? If we had to make you something in this kitchen, what would be your favorite way to take dairy? You can't take mine, which is 2 litres directly out the
I'm a little
milk
bit of a
carton.
simple girl. I love my cottage cheese. So any snack with a cottage cheese, add a little bit of chili, put it on a high fibre cracker, and I'm happy.
That's my daughter to a T. And, cracker bread. That's all I make for her. Cracker bread. You want a cracker? You want a cracker? Okay, it's fine. She loves
Salt,
it.
pepper, and honey, perfect way to go as well.
Good for you.
I've got to ask you though, when it comes to maybe making a difference today, so that we can, you know, move forward, whether it's somebody my age, a teenager, what sort of habits can we incorporate literally this morning, right now?
You know, optimize the diet, really. You want to focus on optimizing that diet, hone in on that calcium. Milk is so well positioned. It's so available to us. We can start by putting it into our breakfast cereal. We can put it into our tea and coffee daily. Make a nice smoothie. So really
all those bits count.
Try and optimize, and little small steps build, you know, the bigger process.
I'm just saying, you're not going to get a proper milk moustache unless it's full cream. I'm just saying. I have my opinions, okay, and I'm allowed, okay? I am a milk expert because I've been drinking it every day for my whole life, okay? I love it. What you guys are doing is fundamentally important. We know that, so thank you for putting yourself in these uncomfortable TV spaces to fight this fight.
Oh, you look just so much.
Yeah, you're giving TED Talk vibes here, and we love that for the industry as well, because
thank you so
I think
much.
often what stands in the way, we don't know what we don't know,
That's true.
and we take it for granted that people understand these things.
Absolutely.
But we are learning a lot today.
100%. I'm taking it all in. As a woman that's aging, I'm just like, oh, these bones. They need to get better resistance training, optimizing on that dairy. Thank you so much, Linda, for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Rediscoverdairy.co.za. We all need to go.
Don't do it. And don't be drinking your single working mom's milk, okay? You're going to do that, okay? You don't deserve the milk. No, we all do, and we absolutely love this. The good news is that protecting your bones doesn't have to involve extreme changes, as we have heard. Small incremental steps, but just do it today. Those small daily habits, they accrue. They matter more than ever, especially over time. So please visit, as my friend said, rediscoverdairy.co.za to get a host of incredible little tidbits and facts, and they will answer your questions.
While the world is watching, you could be winning. Bet on all 104 matches with World Sports Betting. Choose from hundreds of live and pre-match markets every game. Cash in early with the revolutionary 2-Up feature. Plus, stand a chance to win your share of a massive 20 million rand in cash and prizes with our exciting predictors and free-to-play penalty shootout. Back the boys to bring it home with World Sports Betting. Bet responsibly. Bet with World Sports Betting.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
They pose an interesting question. Winter is coming. Are you ready? Well, before symptoms strike, choose relief that you can trust. For coughs, croup and bronchitis, keep Lennon Borstroppels handy. Then for relief of coughs and chronic bronchitis, keep Lennon Turlington. And then keep Lennon cough mixture to relieve those phlegmy coughs, and then Lennon Vit Dulcis for relief of colds, fever, and even mild asthma attacks. You have to choose an original. Lennon, timeless and trusted since 1898.
Well, it's just a moment before we hit 8 o'clock. Let's get into your final national and international news headlines. We get started here with Deputy Water and Sanitation Minister Sello Sitlolo, who has criticized Kaixarib local municipality for failing to improve water and sanitation services despite repeated departmental interventions. Following a visit after poor blue drop and green drop assessment results, he said infrastructure and wastewater management had deteriorated significantly. Now, the department reports sewage overloads, aging systems, and health risks across several communities. Despite investing more than 19 million rand in upgrades, concerns remain over implementation. Now, Sitlolo ordered the municipality to submit a corrective plan. In other news in our country, Cape Town's Wilderness Search and Rescue team is testing exoskeleton technology designed to improve mountain rescue operations. Developed in partnership with the Brandon Company, the wearable device aims to reduce fatigue and assist movement during steep climbs and lengthy hikes. Now, the technology will be assessed during training exercises and active rescue missions to determine its effectiveness. WSAR spokesperson David Nell says the project is focused on evaluating whether the device can enhance rescuers' safety and efficiency, rather than serving as an endorsement of the technology. Internationally speaking now, 5 patients have recovered from the rare Bundibugyo strain of Ebola during the current outbreak in eastern Congo, offering hope as health authorities battle the disease. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus announced the recoveries while opening a new treatment center in Bunia. Now, health officials say early medical intervention and supportive treatment have helped patients survive despite the absence of an approved vaccine or even treatment. Authorities continue to face challenges including insecurity, misinformation, and attacks on health facilities, but do remain optimistic the outbreak can be contained. Meanwhile, Iran says it will not accept a new agreement with the United States without guarantees that the right of its people will be protected. A parliamentary speaker, Mohammad Bagher Khalibaf, made the comments amid ongoing negotiations and warnings from U.S. President Donald Trump that military intervention remains possible if talks fail. Key sticking points include Iran's nuclear program and navigation through the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, Iranian lawmakers have finalized plans to formally regulate management of the strategic waterway, arguing that only Iran and Oman should determine its governance. Now, negotiations and consultations do continue. And finally, those wedding bells are sounding off with singer Dua Lipa and actor Callum Turner, who have married in an intimate ceremony attended by close friends and family out in London. Now, the couple exchanged vows at Old Marylebone Town Hall less than a year after publicly confirming their engagement. Photographs showed Dua Lipa wearing an elegant ivory skirt suit, while Turner opted for a classic navy suit. Now, the pair first linked romantically back in 2024 and have frequently shared glimpses of their relationship online. Reports suggest further wedding celebrations may follow in Sicily. Now, the marriage marks a joyful new chapter for the high-profile couple and hopefully some new music from Dua Lipa. That's where we leave your news for today. Let's get those final sporting highlights from Gray.
I was hoping to start on a slightly more positive note, but they did brilliantly. Let's start in the sevens rugby lane, where South Africa claimed the silver medal at the Valladolid Sevens tournament after losing 26-19 to Australia in yesterday's final. Well, we've got to say Australia really did win this one. They fought back from 14-0 down to secure that title and join their Golden Girls. Of course, the female team beating the USA in that gold medal match as well, to mark a brilliant resurgence for Australia. But I've got to say, for the South African women, our sevens team finished 9th after defeating Brazil 19-12, but they looked every part the top draw talent that we know that they are. How far they have come in such a short amount of time, incredible. So feeling that national pride this morning. Now we can turn to cricket, and a couple of South Africans shining in the IPL. The Royal Challengers Bengaluru, they won their second straight Indian Premier League title last night following a 5-wicket victory over the Gujarat Titans. And it was a disciplined bowling from RCB that restricted the Titans to 156 for 8. And in response, King Kohli, he did it. Virat Kohli showing his class. 75 of 42 balls to guide Bengaluru to victory with 2 overs remaining, but they have been superb all season. Now into football we go, and we needed penalties to decide this one. Defending champions Paris Saint-Germain are this season's Champions League winners. That was after beating the Gunners Arsenal on penalties in Saturday's final. Heartbreak for the Gunners, heartbreak, as I said, for the Gunners, and likewise for Cape Town City FC. Magesi FC completing their season with that promotional playoff win, 2-0, the victory over Cape Town City to secure their place in the PSL. Well done. Well, there are very few big guns left when we broach Roland Garros. World number 3, Iga Swiatek, has now joined the growing list of very surprise exits from the French Open. The 4-time French Open champion fell to Ukraine's Marta Kostyuk in straight sets. And Swiatek's exit now means that Roland Garros will crown first-time champions in both the men's and women's singles draw. In fact, since 2016, it has not happened when Novak Djokovic and Garbiñe Muguruza lifted those trophies. Clearly a new generation putting their hands up now. We love that. But that's where we leave our sport for this Monday morning. Let's get you one last traffic update. We start in Erasmus Rand for our traffic report in Pretoria, and there is an obstruction on the N1 South. You can see it there on the screen, just past Rigel Avenue, affecting the right shoulder of the road. Please slow down and drive with caution through that stretch and expect some delays as the congestion builds. Then we take it down south to Plattekloof in Cape Town. There is a collision on the N7 southbound at Plattekloof. The right lane is currently closed. Visibility is terrible out there because of the mist. Please expect delays. Drive with extra caution. I think drive with your hazards on if you can, and watch those bright lights reflecting in the mist. Please look after each other out there and just take care. That's the traffic. Let's get into the weather. Right, a foggy start, it seems, across the land, but we start in Polokwane, where the fog is thick this morning, and it will clear to sunny skies a little bit later as we move from a low of 9 degrees, rising to a balmy 24 degrees today, and we stay in those mid-20s throughout. Tiny chance of rain as we move into the week, but your temperatures pretty much staying in that zone. To Klerksdorp, we jet next. Sunny skies is how you're going to start your week. We love that for you. Your temperature lows, 7 degrees, and then going to a high of 22 today. And then as we cast a forward gaze, you've got mostly partly cloudy conditions on the way. Tomorrow's temperatures ranging between a low of 7 and a high of 22 degrees, and rain kicking in later in the week. Pretoria, we say good morning to you, where you've got mostly sunny skies throughout your day today. Your temperatures ranging from 10 degrees to 22 as your high. And as we move into the days ahead, expect those sunny skies to stick around. Your temperature highs in the low 20s throughout. Minuscule chance of rain as we move through the week. Jersey, you had a bit of a damp start on the cards this morning. Maybe still feeling that drizzle. Temperatures starting from a cold 7 degrees and rising to only 19 because of the inclement weather. But the days ahead bring you a bit of a mix, cloudy and sunny skies with temperature highs in the high teens throughout. So I think officially the seasons have shifted. As we move to Mbombela, and early cloud patches are going to lift today, making way for a beautiful afternoon. It seems temperatures ranging from a cool 10 to a warm 23 degrees as a result. And over the coming days, you've got sun-filled skies above you. Tomorrow's temperatures are high, climbing into the high 20s. And a little bit of rain smattered across We go to Bloemfontein next, where if you look up, beautiful sunny skies. You will see temperatures rise from a low 6 degrees to a high of 22 degrees for your Monday. Then mainly cloudy skies dominating the rest of the week. Showers definitely headed your way, expected at a 25% chance from Wednesday. Down to Richards Bay we head next as partly cloudy skies form above you. Temperatures ranging between a cool 13 and a warm 26 degrees on this Monday morning. And then over the next few days, the cloud cover will gradually increase. Tomorrow's temperatures ranging between 16 and 27 degrees. Derbs, how's our playground feeling this morning? Well, you've got partly cloudy skies above with a light northeasterly wind, just to change the vibe a little bit. Temperatures begin at 13 degrees, rising to a comfortable 25 degrees for today. Might need that breeze, actually. And then tomorrow you've got sunny skies and warmer temperatures. From Wednesday, you can expect the cloud and wet conditions to kick in again. Good morning, Mthatha. You've got plenty of sunshine headed your way today. The temperature's certainly reflecting that, from 9 to a high of 29 degrees for your Monday. Then over the coming days, cloudy and wet conditions are going to dominate, sadly, with rain likely from Wednesday. In fact, 80% of your day is going to be wet. Nkuba, formerly Craddock, sunshine is stepping in to dominate your day today. Beautiful temperature range from a brisk 9, but going up to a balmy 26 degrees. And over the next few days, you've got partly cloudy skies and wet conditions. In fact, 100% chance of rain come Wednesday, so brace for that. And the temperatures sticking in the mid-teens. Kogompo City, formerly East London. Today, you've got a bright and sunny sky above. Temperatures start at 17, warming to a beautiful 28 degrees. Kind of feels like the weekend won't let us go. Then you're in for a wet week ahead, though, with rain averaging around 68% throughout. Temperatures settling in the high teens as a result. Gqeberha, a pleasant outlook lies ahead for you. Some lingering clouds, but temperatures between a low of 14 and a beautiful 28 degrees. That paints quite a picture. Then from tomorrow onwards, the cloudy conditions ramp up, and then rain forecast at 100% come Wednesday. Get the gumboots out. George, are you feeling gorge? Well, skies will be partly cloudy for most of your day today, but the temperature is pretty moderate, in between 13 and 23 degrees, in fact. Then looking ahead, expect partly cloudy and some rainy conditions ahead, with tomorrow weighing in with 75% chance of rain, and your temperatures ranging between 13 and 17 degrees. As we shift down to the mother city, patches of fog already coming to bear this morning, a couple of accidents already, so please be careful, but they will part for partly cloudy skies later today. Your temperatures ranging between 13 and 17 as a result. Then looking at the week ahead, it starts a little unsettled, rain likely tomorrow at 40%, followed by some strong winds developing on Wednesday. Maybe still suffering from a little PTSD after the stormy weather. I think we'll be okay this week. As we shift to Sutherland, where you've got sunny skies, mainly sunny skies above today. Cold start at 6 degrees, highs reaching 22 today. And then we stay kind of relatively low throughout this week with mixed conditions, but the rain hits hard, 60% chance, and even a chance of snow come Wednesday. Then Kimberley, you've got sunny skies dominating today, ranging between a brisk 7 degrees and 24 as your high. Expect partly cloudy skies over the coming days. Your temperature highs in the mid-teens to low 20s. Up east, stand up as a sunny sky reveals itself above you, and that's going to set the tone for today. Beautiful day, started on 9 degrees, but going up to a high of 28, and then mainly bright and sunny conditions on the way over the coming days. Your temperatures reaching the high teens to low 20s. In fact, throughout, we've got to wait as long as next Sunday for a tiny chance of rain. Well, before we fly through and into our final sunrise picture of the day, let's see how things unfolded between 6 and 7 a.m. And we had some beautiful pictures from Roodepoort in Gauteng. Dwayne Klaasen, morning Dwayne again. He captured a stunning sunrise. I mean, he was waiting for this one. Absolutely beautiful. I'd love to see the photo before and after this. Great bright orange sun rising beneath a few scattered clouds, lighting up the city below. Absolutely beautiful. And then we head to KZN. Mervyn Fenner is the guy. Oh man, you can feel the temperature has dropped, but it wasn't going to stop the day from starting. I absolutely love the tonality of that picture, capturing so much in one frame. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. So we had to let one of the OGs step up and show them how it's done. Louise G. Cherry proving that she's awake at the same time as up. This is Alberton in Gauteng. beautiful, dramatic scene, the sky lighting up, the street lighting up. Absolutely love that. And that's South Africa, getting up, getting into your car and getting to work because that's what we need. Thank you for living in service of us. Thank you for sending through those amazing sunrise pictures. If you think you can do better, prove it. 063-036-9649. That is what you can use to connect with us about anything today. And we've got 1 hour left to share.
So let's make the absolute most of it. We're going to touch base once again with our Good Morning post, a really important one that we threw out there at 6 a.m. where it says, what's one thing that you wish people understood better about becoming a new mom? And all of the OGs when it comes to motherhood came on through and let us know exactly what tips they had on our social media platforms. Let's check out the first one. This one is from DC Class. It says, being a new mom doesn't come with a manual. In fact, we're learning every day while running on very little sleep. Sometimes the best help is simply asking, how are you doing?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then be open to whatever they're going to say.
Yes. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. Very often you can't do anything to help other than they just need someone to talk to.
Yeah.
So just be that without offering a solution.
Oh, I like
which is
that.
very difficult.
That in general
Okay, I'm
is
just
good
saying
advice.
that to myself, actually. I'm just saying that to myself for the rest of my life.
Well, let's
That
see
is
what
great.
else we
Thank
got
you.
coming on through when it comes to tips. Geraldine Job saying good morning. Good morning to you, Geraldine. Okay, on my part, becoming a new mom is totally life transforming. Your life will never be the same again. You decenter from your world and your baby becomes the absolute center of your emotions, your thoughts, and your love.
Well, it is. It's before and after. So you think, I
Does that
remember
sound like a win-win?
No, I just remember that feeling of thinking, like when my daughter was coming, thinking, how am I going to love something more than I love my son?
Right.
Is there any love left in my heart when I think of the degree to which I love my son? And then the daughter comes and you realize, it's a different dimension of love. So we're just going to open up a whole other pocket universe to contain the amount of love that you feel for this child. But the beauty is, if you're the kind of person who is collaborative and needs to have someone else motivating them, like I can do anything for them, but I seldom look after myself, it pushes a button in you where you can do anything because you've always got someone to do it for. Which is incredible. And that you can, if you're lucky, do things for yourself on behalf of them. But it's a before and after thing. It is such a beautiful feeling to have and you get over a lot of baggage because you are no longer the most important thing in your
In
universe.
your life, yeah.
And that in itself is a gem. It's a gem.
Beautiful. Well, let's see what Julia has to say.
Very similar sentiments there coming from Julia. She says it's 1% about you, then 99% about them. 0.5%. I'm going to say 0.5% about you, but that's completely true. For good or for bad, you've got to accept that it's no longer your life, and I think it's...
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't take the decision lightly as well. When choosing to be a parent,
Who's choosing, man? Who's choosing to be a parent?
You've got to do it with intention.
If there were choices, I don't know if I was involved in the choices. That's the way I live my life. I wait for the universe to provide a gateway, and then we go through it. Yeah. But it's... there is just nothing like it. You can talk about the big things that happen, but it's those little moments. When you get that quiet moment, skin-on-skin contact, when you got your little baba.
When they're asleep,
I'm saying when you're changing a nappy, and you'll learn to. I think I actually had a good emotional cry changing a nappy.
Wow.
That is how much you love this child, where you feel so privileged that I'm actually I'm changing your nappy right now.
I watched my best friend who's got 5 kids change her almost 9-month-old baby's nappy, and I said, ugh.
Yeah, no, it gets real. But did she do it like blindfolded with one hand,
she's
hanging
having a
from
conversation. The other kids here.
She was doing a Rubik's Cube with the other hand and doing it.
Genius.
Yeah, no, it will come naturally to some really irritating people. If it feels like it doesn't come naturally to you, that's the natural feeling. That's how everybody feels in that moment. It's crazy.
I love that. Well, listen, continue with those comments. We would love to hear more. Fill our social media, Instagram, Facebook, at Expresso Show. As we get along with the show, we are getting into some Amy Chisink. Yay! She joins us once again with some new music.
Oh, man. And her old music isn't done yet, okay? She's got a couple of bangers.
Yep.
And we know that one's kind of become a bit of an anthem. And I love the fact that when she put it out there, that's what she wanted. Has it achieved what she wants? We will find out right now. She is sounding absolutely amazing. And of course, it's World Milk Day.
Oh, lest we forget, we're going to get into some latte art. I'm going to personally draw Graham. That's my goal today. I'm going to start practicing.
It's not that difficult
now.
on a Monday. There's lots of frayed edges. We'll see the results after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. If you just switched on over, you came at the perfect time because right now we're getting back to talking to one of our favorite girls. South African singer-songwriter Amy Chising joins us to talk about her heartfelt new single, Shadows of the Sun, doing the rounds right now, taken from her upcoming album. It's called Valley Girl and the Greatest News. It's going to be coming out in August this year.
It's a birthday present for you.
Thank you, Amy.
It is. She just reminded me, though, off camera, that it's her birthday. That's all she did, was just keep reminding me that it's her birthday. Well, we might have someone performing something just for you.
29th.
This obviously stems from some very deep emotions, and I think inspired by her father's life-changing stroke, she went there, and the song explores love, resilience, and hope, and maybe gives us some of that as well, wrapped in a vibrant blend of African rhythms. I think the indie folk that we demand now, kind of, but there is something beautifully uplifting about this emotional message, a gift to you. So let's take a listen in English.
My life took a turn for the worse. I nearly forgot all the lessons I've learned, 'cause I saw life in grey and nothing went my way. My spirit was changed, now I long for yesterday. So I remember you. So I remember.
Oh, that is beautiful. Everybody give her a feel-good welcome. Amy's back in studio.
Yay! Finally talking about yourself. No, and bless you, you've been on like a promotional tour for every other artist in Cape Town, which is amazing. You're opening so many doors for young artists, young female artists around you as well, which is just amazing. Feels like Mzansi, sounds like Mzansi, dances Mzansi. Congratulations. When you release like an anthem-y type song, there's always got to be a part of your mind going, okay, God, what if this doesn't become an anthem and it's just one of the songs that I've released over time? But it's gotten airplay, it's done so well, and it kind of speaks to your collaborative effort right now. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And then there's the pressure of releasing after that. But Amy said that's no pressure to me because I've got another song coming. And that we just listened to was absolutely beautiful. And like Graham said, you literally went there. You got vulnerable with us and you shared the beauty of the song connected to your father's journey too. Can you take us into that?
So in 2024, July, my dad had a catastrophic stroke and he just hasn't been the same since. So it's been quite like very, very difficult because when somebody has a stroke like that where they're still with us but they're not the same, it's a very different type of grief that you deal with, and you almost feel guilty for feeling that grief because they're still there.
They're still present.
They're still present, but it's like he's a completely different person. There's a different personality. All of his memories are intact, but he requires 24-hour care now. We have nurses at the house full time. And that's obviously a huge financial strain on the family. And this all happened when my daughter was 3 months old.
Wow.
So
well, I was about to ask, because now your whole journey is very centric around managing what must be an unbelievably challenging journey just for him within his own head.
Yes.
Who's looking after you? Who's doing that for you?
Music is looking after
Music is doing
It's the music you
And I do have an amazing family and husband, and my broader family, they support me and we're all there for each other. But, you know, it's been very, very difficult, and I wasn't able to speak about it for a long time. And I'm sure you'll remember 10 years ago, the very first time I sang here, my dad was always here with me.
This is mind-blowing.
He was always here. And so now it's just, even like when I drive to the studio here, I feel that like weight in my chest, because usually my dad would be with me, cheering me on from the sidelines, and like music was our shared dream. And so I kind of, like, when that happened, I took a huge step back for a while.
And then only went out and achieved his dream of just becoming a superstar, which is, so I think from where we are, looking at what you've done over this journey, I can still remember you as, I feel like a teenager playing in a tiny little bar in Noordhoek and going like, what is this live now happening? Is this and seeing this little person with a little guitar thinking, oh my word, and then you were on the show a few weeks later and now
I know, it's been such a journey. And thanks to Expresso and to you guys for always supporting me and other young artists so that we can have the platform to sing
Of course. Now the baby's involved as well. We can't wait to bring them on with the little guitar. It's going to be incredible.
I bought her a guitar. She's got one. Yeah, and she goes A, B, C, D. It's very cute.
A, C, D,
Yeah.
C, and that's perfectly fine as well. I'm sure you have learned some lessons through this journey in the coalface.
Yeah.
We are focused on new moms today, and I think that, as a rule, you've got to feel underprepared as a new mom. That just seems to be from my front row seat. What do you wish that people knew, that moms and husbands to support them knew when baby arrives, that you didn't know maybe?
I wish that they knew, like, actually how lonely it feels when you first, like, have a new life introduced, and you do kind of feel like you don't know what you're doing, and you're in this new stage of life, and especially if you maybe like the first in your friend group to have a child, and now you're just like in this different phase, and I just kind of wish that we had access to more like support, and me personally, I would have liked to have known more people that were going through something similar to me, because I felt like quite lonely and like, what have I done? Like, you know, and
everything.
Then you get over it 6 weeks later.
But that's exactly how you should feel. That's I'm thinking like there's a reason why we keep going back to the antenatal groups on WhatsApp 7 years later. But you do, you form an unbelievable connection at that time, because you do feel like you're living on your own. Never mind, it's something that everyone has to go through.
My goodness, so you're not alone.
And you're not on your own, and like that's so like I wish that I'd known more like support groups and more other moms, and now like if I ever have another child, then I kind of know what I would do now. I'd be like messaging all the other moms and be like, hey, do you want to go to the park? Like, let's go push prams together. You know?
Whatever, you'll be like, I've just written a song about da-da-da. Can you come to the park so I can film you pushing a baby?
Or drops an album.
Yes.
Valley Girl, very quickly, what can we expect when August rolls around?
So I've written an album that's very much focused on growing up in the deep south of Cape Town. A lot of, maybe 3 of the songs on the album are about that, and then the rest of the album is actually about hope. And the album is actually a little bit of a trauma response to everything that happened in the past 2 years, but the main theme is hope. And like there's songs on there where it can say, I'm doing really bad, but I promise I won't give up, and I always hold my head up high. So that is a constant theme in all of the songs. And then there's this pride about coming where I come from. And I just want people to really like lock into their families and to their neighbors and to their communities, and, you know, trying, if I can pass on any knowledge just from what I've been through in the past 2 years, it's to focus on the good things. If you're going to focus on the sad things, you are going to be sad.
Yeah.
So it's just about like looking into the sunlight, trusting in your family and your friends, and your vision for your life, and you can make it happen. If you write it down and you say, I'm going to be happy and I'm going to write a hit song, and then you do
I like the order of that as well. I like the order of that most importantly. Don't write a hit song and then think that that's going to make you happy. Do it in the other way. And you've reminded me something of quite powerful here, that the hope isn't come and given to you. Hope you work for, and you plant that seed and you foster it every single day. So you are like that watering can fostering all of ours, but that's on the back of the process work that you've done within your own life. So thank you for taking yourself through that so that you can share with us.
Thank you, Emmy. We're so excited for the music today. It's going to be fantastic, and it comes your way soon.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with One Day Flu Cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Exactly. If flu is slowing you down, flowing you down, we want the flow in full strength. It's time to bring the heat with One Day Flu Cure. And it is amazing. Packed with cinnamon power, it helps tackle a blocked nose, those awful body aches, that mild fever, so that you can get back to your day feeling like yourself again. No time to pause life? Then power through it with One Day Flu Cure from Aspen.
And here's the best part of it all, Mzansi. 20 lucky winners stand a chance to win 1,000 Rand in cash. All you have to do is head over to the Aspen, Cough and Cold Squad Facebook page and enter the competition. Now, One Day Flu Cure, of course, blast the flu and keep it moving.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with one-day flu cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Okay, I've been practicing
Coffee.
how to make Graham's face. I think I've almost got it. On the latte art, like this.
What do you focus on? Big
The
eyes?
beard.
Oh, it's the beard.
It's the beard.
You're just going to see a face with a beard on it. She's going to call it me. Okay, but fair game. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do the beautiful hair. I don't know. I think I'm not nearly good enough to paint a picture that beautiful. But the ground-up barista team might be. They've got the chops and they are proving it every day. And yes, we are going to drink coffee right now. Lots of it. We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to celebrate World Milk Day. We are highlighting the people and the organizations creating opportunities and in so doing changing lives through vital skills development and community empowerment in the most awesome spaces. Today we are joined by a Learn to Earn, a non-profit organization that have started a movement. They are helping unemployed South Africans build brighter futures through training, through entrepreneurship and programs like their awesome ground-up barista course.
What a great name as
So
well.
cool.
I'm so here for it. So joining us on our couch this morning is Nande Makina Soyezwapi, Business Essentials Trainer at Learn to Earn. We also have Estian Swanepoel, Barista Trainer at Ground Up, and Abongile Samanga, a Ground Up graduate whose journey is just inspiring many young people through coffee and opportunity. So let's give them a feel-good welcome,
Well
shall
done,
we?
'cause we love
coffee. We love coffee.
Understandably, you would be like our heroes here because we live off the beautiful brown elixir that is coffee. It's so much about what you guys are doing is amazing. So congratulations and thank you for pouring back in because I think the cup needs to be refilled like our coffee cups every morning. Estian, what's the deal here? Learn to Earn sounds amazing. Obviously, we've given a very kind of simple down version of what do you guys do?
So what we're doing is we're wanting to develop unemployed people specifically. So many people are sitting hopeless at home. They don't know what to do. They don't know what the next step is. And what we're trying to do is give them something tangible, a physical skill that you can say, I have the ability to do something. I have the ability to feed my household. I can go out, I can work, I can actually make a difference.
And it's a first step.
It's a first
And I think that's
step.
often the most intimidating thing is we look at the top of the mountain and we think there's no way.
It's impossible, right?
Just, yeah, it's not even
At your pinky toe.
1,000 meters starts with the first step.
We
It has
love
to
to
be
see
there.
that.
yeah.
So, Zinande, when it comes to the impact that you guys have made, I mean, I'm already looking at you going, there it is in the flesh. Can you take us through that throughout the years? Like, what does it look like?
So, firstly, I do want to say that Learn to Earn is about the holistic personal development. So, yes, we want to train people personally, economically, emotionally,
Soft
as well
skills,
as spiritually.
yeah.
Yes, we also want to do that. And we've shown that what we're doing truly is working. Over the years, 18,700 unemployed adults have gone through what we're doing.
Right?
Truly,
It's a
truly.
movement.
Yes, and 75% of those people have graduated and they've have been noted to be economically active. They've gone further to further their studies. 26% of those people have started their own businesses.
Come on.
If we're looking at just this past financial year, about 42% of people have started businesses, and that's what Learn to Earn wants to see. If you really want to know what we're about, it's about eradicating unemployment, and we're not doing it alone. It's other people also with us. We've got other donors and sponsors, and there's room for more. We want more
It's a
donors.
plug
we want
and
more
play
sponsors.
CSI model.
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is, if you want, I mean, gone are the days of retrospectively going back and fixing your market with here. That needs to shift.
Yes.
This is your investment right here, because
Truly.
you can go find those businesses 5 years from now and see how much revenue they have. That's an investment.
Yeah.
We want to see a return, but it has to start with the individuals. And what a thing to invest in, because this for me is where the magic happens. What difference have you felt in your own journey coming through this incredible project, man?
Like the difference that I have like made now is like I'm a good barista now. I can call myself like as a professional barista.
Yes.
Because I'm working like in the most famous coffee shop in Cape Town, which is Truth Coffee Roasting.
Oh, wow. Okay, no pressure, eh?
Yeah. Because that thing like Learn to Earn like gave me a skill, because I didn't have any skill. It was zero skill.
Yeah.
I was working at ShopRite at that time. Then I was doing part-time. Then I have to like waste my mind like 300 so that I can go to this course to have like a skill. Then now I have a skill now. Then I can call myself like a professional barista.
Come on,
But
Abongile.
I'm going to give that a round of applause without a doubt. But, you called yourself a good barista.
That's it.
When will you be a brilliant barista? After 10 years?
Not after 10 years. After 10 years, it's too long.
Yeah. Next year.
Next year. There we go. I like that.
So speaking about skills, because Abongile raised this as well, what do you actually teach when it comes to barista making and getting people in the right place?
So for me, when my students are coming into me, I've found more often than not, they lack, like we mentioned earlier, the soft skills. So yes, I'm teaching you this physical skill. I'm teaching you how to make coffee, and it's very technical. There's a lot of little things about it.
And you don't want to get it wrong.
You don't want to get it wrong, right? Not when you're charging what you're charging for a cup of coffee.
Thank you for saying that.
Let's not get into that. But the reality is that teaching you the skill is the easy part. Teaching you how to use that skill, how to get into the job environment, how to be employed, not just get the job,
And
to
stay
keep it.
employed.
Keeping the job, I found, is very, very difficult for a lot of people who maybe don't understand that specific environment. And you're coming to me and I'm trying to teach you those things. I've been in the industry. I know what the industry wants. I know what the industry wants to keep, not just flow through.
Yeah.
And I find Abongile has done that just so brilliantly in the last year and a half, where he came to me, zero understanding, no hospitality, no barista skills, but it's just been a matter of, here you go, this is how you do it, what are you going to do from there? How do you progress from there? And I keep my WhatsApp line open to my students. I say, message me. I might be busy, but I will always answer. I will always answer.
Is he good or is he brilliant?
He's
At the same time.
That remains to be seen this morning. Now we're gonna enter the creative process, and yes, Carissa is going to paint my face on a latte.
If not me, then Abongile will do it.
It's the easiest face, I think, to actually do in that sort of vein. But what you're doing is amazing. We're going to continue chatting about it as we do get practical in just a moment, because that's what you guys do. Can't wait for that.
Shadows of the Sun with Amy. We've been waiting for this moment,
Come on, girl.
This is it. Let's go.
Good morning, my name is Amy Chasink. I'm going to perform a song that I wrote especially for my dad. He had a stroke 2 years ago, and this song is about all the woes and troubles of the feelings that I felt, but also a strong message of hope that he would follow me even to the shadows of the sun. This is Shadows of the Sun.
lessons I've learned, 'cause I saw life in gray and nothing went my way. My spirit was changed, now I long for yesterday, so I'd remember you. So I'd remember you, and how you follow me even where the shadows meet the sun. You follow, 'cause you believe that I could be someone. Now I try, live up to your memory of me. I live up to your dream, that's my destiny. I live up to your dream, that's my destiny. Yeah, that's my destiny. We planned everything far ahead, with posters on walls and chords on my bed. D, A, then E, you play guitar for me, then drive me to shows. Now it feels so long ago, but I remember you. Yes, I remember you, and how you follow me even where the shadows meet the sun. You follow, 'cause you believe that I could be someone. Now I try, live up to your memory of me. I live up to your dream, that's my destiny. I live up to your dream, that's my destiny. Yeah, that's my destiny. Yes, I remember you. Yes, I remember you, and how you follow me even where the shadows meet the sun. You follow, 'cause you believe that I could be someone. Now I try, live up to your memory of me. I live up to your dream, that's my destiny. I live up to your dream, that's my destiny. That's my destiny.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I know you're trying to wipe the tears out of your eye because that was an incredible performance, of course, from Amy. But right now we're chatting to Estienne Swanepoel once again, barista trainer at Ground Up, and Abongile Simanga, a Ground Up graduate. They're joining us to teach us how to create some coffee art.
To humble us, I think that is what we want. Abongile, guys, thank you so much for coming here and doing what you do. We love the fact that it's very practical. So we take the big picture anxiety out of the equation and make small picture anxiety. When I say small picture anxiety, I mean the latte art, because it really matters. How long did it take you to feel comfortable doing your art?
It took me a long time.
We must just temper our expectations.
What do you mean? I'm going to be great.
It doesn't help.
So where do we begin? What do we do? Maybe we can start steaming while we chat.
Yeah, so we'll be pulling a shot. We're just going to get that into the cup, and then I think Abongile can start steaming some milk for us.
A shot of coffee, he said.
A shot of coffee. A shot of coffee, espresso.
I know you've heard stories about the studio, but it's not like that at all. I promise you.
Yeah, and let him steam some milk. Then I'll leave that up to him to get dried for us. Yeah,
cool.
Rock and roll, man.
You want to hear the sounds.
Yeah. I'll pull a shot here. So.
And we are blessed to have a very rich coffee culture here. I mean, you joked about the elite end of that coffee culture. But that also speaks to a very healthy financial ecosystem, so that's great. So for a business owner, this is kind of a great product to think about entering into. So for small to medium businesses, for an entrepreneurial mindset, the barista is like a great bet, right?
The barista is a great bet. What we need to understand about the barista as well is that it is one of the only beverages consumed across the entire world, right? So wherever you go, it's universal, it is known, it's not a foreign concept to a lot of people. They know exactly what to expect out of a cup of coffee and what the barista is going to be able to produce for you.
Your multitasking is impressing me right
I think you're going by sound. The two of you are not even looking and talking with each other. It's like...
And then that is the barista. You're not just a one-dimensional creature, right? You're listening, you're observing, you are smelling, you are tasting, you are touching. It's all five senses all the time.
You're smiling because now you're front-facing as well.
Correct. So...
Abongile, what's your favorite part about being a barista?
My favorite part of being a barista is like communicating with customers because I'm like a person like who's too shy.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm very shy person. Then that thing gives me like a skill like to how to communicate with customers, how to talk with customers, explain about coffee to the customers. Yeah, that's the
so
way.
it boosted the confidence.
Can you imagine
confidence?
If you had to go back to the version of yourself maybe 5-6 years ago and say, okay, in a couple of years, I'm going to put you on TV in front of a few million people to make coffee like an expert barista. Do you think you would have believed yourself?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe myself. Because the way I used to be like before I'm a barista.
You were naughty.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to speak about him just a little bit. I use him as my example to students coming in. He was curled up in a ball in the corner of my class. He wanted no interaction, no participation, and something clicked while he was nearing the end of this course. And I swear he's grown taller. There's a confidence about him. He stands upright. He speaks. He comes back to learn to earn, and he comes to my classes and he's like, hey, listen, let me give back. Let me show you something.
Pour back in.
That's it. That's it.
But well done, dude. And I say just well done for swirling that milk and not spilling it all over myself because it gets real every step. So talk us through this part of the process.
So this part of the process, we've now incorporated quite a bit of air into the milk. A lot of proteins.
Stand a little bit this way.
There we go. A lot of proteins help to create a thickness in the milk, but you also want a smooth glossiness. That's what gives you that creamy texture, the fats inside of the milk. Nice and glossy,
so
nice
you're saying
and
almond
smooth.
milk's not going to give you that?
Almond, let's call it milk, right?
Not on World Milk Day, baby.
No. Cow's milk it's your best option. The proteins, the fats, all of that is what's going to give you the best possible outcome. The creaminess is unparalleled compared to any other alternative that is available.
Wow.
Ah,
The
come on.
protea,
Yeah,
that
you're
is
never going to get that with
beautiful.
other
You
bowls. Yeah.
Is it, as a self-respecting South African barista, you've got to be able to do a protea or something like that.
Got
It is
to.
beautiful.
Take a sip, Graham. Take
Take
a sip.
a sip,
Take a sip. You've got
Graham.
to.
Bless you. Right,
You have to ruin the art.
That first sip is always the best.
You couldn't wait for this.
Oh, man.
It needs to be drinkable. It needs to be smooth, creamy, almost biting into that first
that's
little
lovely,
bit.
man. Because you want to almost have 2 or 3 flavor hits as you're drinking
That's
as
it.
you move through
That's
that.
it.
And then you look at the beautiful artwork and go, how much
still
better are
together.
you than me
It's still
at this?
there.
Okay, it's a beautiful cup of coffee. So the coffee is great as well, but it looks absolutely beautiful. And I noticed it wasn't a static thing. You're not drawing a picture. Your movements seem to kind of... Yes, you got some...
Okay, we're going to have to practice. We've been
Ooh,
warming
okay.
up. So
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
we need some more coffee, I think.
All right, so no small feet. You've got to recreate my face, girl. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to recreate that one.
I'm going to have a sip of this again. Because
We're going to do this.
it would be
Abang, you can
impolite
fill
for
up
me
there,
not
my
to
friend.
drink this coffee after
can
so much
fill
effort
up.
has gone into it.
How do we feel about decaf coffee?
Listen, decaf late at night, fantastic. I've got no problem with it, but you've got to get high quality decaf.
Okay.
Right, don't go for the chicory standard decaf.
Okay.
Go
Are there
for
levels to this?
There's levels to this.
Yeah.
You get beans out of it. That's all good. You're looking at high quality. There's actual flavors that come through as well. So that's kind of what we want out of a decaf, because the reality is you want to sleep at night as well. I know some people are immune to caffeine. I'm very happy for them.
They have normal coffee before bed. I'm thinking,
It's
what
impossible.
Are you doing?
But you can get the same quality experience out of a high quality decaf.
Right.
And I mean, just elevate your nighttime with that, right? Especially in the wintertime in Cape
Yeah,
Town.
and I suppose as a barista, you can't choose what you're going to be good at or not.
Yeah.
You know, I get very frustrated, I suppose, because we've got such great South African chefs who aren't precious about how you should have your meat.
Yeah.
You tell them, and they will be the chef, and they'll do that. And I suppose as a barista, it almost feels like you've got to be better at reading people than coffee.
Yeah.
How cool is that when a person takes their coffee and they have that first sip, or maybe they see that, and is that the moment for you? What's the best part about the job?
You see that, especially when customers like to take my coffee and sip and then shake the head.
It's confirmation.
I made this coffee now like very, very good. So that gives me like more motivation that I could make a coffee like for like big people, like a big baristas. Because there's like some people who love coffee. Then there's those people who like to drink coffee. So we have like different things. We have like coffee lovers and the coffee drinkers.
Yes.
So we
for the rest of the day, people are going to be thinking about what lane they fit into in that regard.
We're going to steam some milk for you quickly. And
the hopes and the dreams of the nation stand on your shoulders, Carissa.
First day on the job, y'all.
Now, look, it's not very often that we get a first chat. We are steaming our milk as we go. If people want to plug in, if people want to support you, how do they do it? What's the best way to connect?
Make contact with us. On our social medias, our WhatsApp line, our email addresses, make contact with us. Come and see is my biggest thing. I think there's a very big stereotype, unfortunately, around the Khayelitsha area. Come visit us. We want to show you what we're doing. We want you to meet the students. You know, we've got so many opportunities for funders to get in. We've got an uncle who donates 50 Rand a month.
Right.
We've got corporations who donate hundreds and thousands a year. So it's not about what you can give, it's about where your heart is
value
at
of that.
and what you have available.
And if you need a coffee supply within your company, start thinking like that. We're going to take a very quick break, and we will reveal our latte art after this.
I won't cheat, I promise.
No, we do sports and games. How long can you keep this up? This is why you can't wear green in front of the screen. What do you mean you've burnt your finger? It's like the players are really here. Not here, she's just practicing. Of course we value you. Guys like you are hard to find. He's got game.
Play with SA's leading online casino. World Sports Betting. We bring the passion, you bring the play.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I told you I did not cheat. Not that you would know, because this looks like Abongile made it himself.
Really?
It is a gorgeous work of art. You can see Graham's eyes.
I think, if I close my one eye, it looks identical. There, see, look, we look identical. No, it's a great job, but you can see you just got to lean into the process and just do it.
That's it.
Just like you are doing life. So well done, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and you just keep rocking it, dude.
Yeah.
Well done.
We'll keep all the information on our socials, as well as me teaching you how to make latte art, all right? Right now, we're going to end up the show, kickstart June and this Monday, this new week, with Amy. Take it away.
Been gone too long. My roots keep calling me back to where I belong. My roots keep calling me back. I wanna be where the sun feels warmer. I wanna be where my people are. I wanna go where we're proud like thunder. I wanna go where my people sound like ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah. My bags are packed. I'm flying out at midnight. My heart's intact, 'cause this plane is taking me back. I can hear all my people calling. I can hear all my people sing. I can feel all the crowds like thunder. I just get that feeling. Ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah. It feels like home. It feels like Mzansi. 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 My soul's touched down on that African tarmac, and I feel that ground rumble underneath my feet. I can hear all my people calling. I can hear all my people sing. I can feel all the crowds like thunder. I just get that feeling. Ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah. It feels like home. It feels like Mzansi. It feels like home. It feels like Mzansi. It feels like home. It feels like Mzansi. It feels like home. It feels like
Another feel-good production.